Everybody else fucking is just pulling off kung fu to do kung fu. No.
Yeah, that was one thing I noticed when I watched the show is that all of the Benin styles in the actual show had different martial arts. Kata.
Can we agree that the kid who played Zuko was the only good actor in that movie?
Is based off Wing Chun, I believe.
I didn't see Zuko in the movie. I didn't watch the whole movie, if I recall. So.
He was the only good actor.
You mean the one guy that's in the movie that's not Asian but is Indian?
You mean when they made the entire Fire Nation Indian and made the Earth Kingdom Chinese?
Yeah. And I'm just like, but they're all Asian. Why?
I always thought the Fire Kingdom reminded me a lot of...
The only one that could be remotely white is fucking Ong, because I would believe that he'd be an orphan and be white.
I always thought the Fire Kingdom reminded me a lot of... I always reminded me a lot of the Fire Kingdom, the Fire Kingdom always reminded me a lot of Japan when I watched the show, their architecture and stuff.
It was supposed to.
A Fire Nation, I mean.
It was supposed to. I mean, they made these choices consciously. And
they made these choices, they based each kingdom off a certain era of history. Like the Fire Nation is Imperial Japan.
The
island of Kyoshi is also straight up Japan with geishas and all.
Oh, that's the Earth Kingdom.
Yeah, but they're a different era of Japan. So each one of the nations is based off a different era in Japan, and the Fire Nation is based off, I think, imperialism and
Imperial
feudal, like back when they was like, you must obey your Ozai. And I'm just like, you can go fuck yourself. I am not going up against
I think the Air Kingdom. I think the Air Nation is supposed to be like Tibet, but yeah.
Or it's literally just Buddhism. That's the nation.
Yeah, that's the Air Nation. That's true.
The Air Nation is Buddhist.
And it's dead. No big
yeah, it's also
dead, resurrected through spiritual Buddhism.
All right. Last thing I'll bring up before Ralph shows up. See if he does. I'll give him a few more minutes. Any of you see the live-action Dragon Ball movie?
No.
You mean Hollywood?
How about you go die in a fucking hole?
Yeah, Dragon Ball Evolution or whatever.
So I actually watched an interview with the guy who wrote that movie. That was not the movie he wrote and pitched to the producers. Day one, they handed him a script that was completely different than what he wrote.
That movie made me think of like a Big Lots live action version of American Dragon Jake Long. That's what I thought that movie was.
Oh god, that's insulting American Dragon.
That's what I said, a Big Lots version. All right, we got everybody here.
What were we just talking about?
We were talking about live action anime movies.
You want to hear weird shit? Like, look up anything from Ralph Bakshi or whatever the hell that crazy guy's name is.
I'll have to check it out. But yeah, I think we got everybody here because I don't believe Necro's going to be able to make it. So otherwise, everybody we have can play is
we actually are going to get us progress to the next checkpoint.
Yes.
It has been so long since I played my character.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Did we get a long rest, or
no? We just found this room.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was just I think Asher and Aaron bickering about like a sword that I don't know. Aaron wants to beat somebody up again.
So nothing has changed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes, but he's stepping up his game. Now he wants to beat up an angel. Okay. It's progress.
I don't think it's the right type of progress, but
hey,
okay.
Call stepping up your game. Clearly mortals aren't doing it now. He's gonna go beat up Celeste.
I'm an equal opportunity ass kicker.
Yeah, it's like Bernie Mac and Head of State just slap the shit out of everybody.
Nah, Samuel L. Jackson in that one movie where he's taking his son around. You can't hit her. Why? Because she's a female. I don't give a fuck that she's a female. You're the one that made it sexist. Bring her fucking gender into this.
What
I'm an
movie is
equal
this?
opportunity ass whooper.
It's just like that.
What movie is
video
this?
of that dude who just like slaps the shit out of everyone in the backyard. The police come. He slaps.
Are you talking about that commercial?
Yeah, slaps a cat out of a tree. He just slaps everybody.
The first way I found that is because I saw that video where somebody edited Doom music.
The movie's called Shaft. The new Shaft movie.
Oh, it's a
has
newer
Samuel L.
version.
Jackson
Okay.
and his kid in it. I'm an equal opportunities ass whooper.
All right, but to recap, you all managed to get to the tomb. Ran into some interesting mind flayer vampires, something like that.
We blew up something.
Yeah, you ran into mind drinker vampires, who seem to have some kind of occult connection to an old god, but a great old one. But you all were able to fight them off and found that there was
And we didn't get any new warlocks in the party? Well,
thankfully not.
Shame.
But you managed to fight them off and found through one of the coffins in the depths of the crypt that there was a portal connected to this tower that's it's tilted over now and dilapidated and strangely frosted over by inexplicable means. The sort of outside and the area surrounding the tower, as it's built into the mountainside right next to, sort of built into the edge of Neverwinter. It's all of that's relatively moderate, even though it is winter now. But the tower seems particularly frosted over, and inside you found a magical sword in a display case, protected by a few layers of magic. And after an encounter with what appeared to be, or what sounded to be, some sort of celestial, and a bit of identification, you were able to learn that it seems to be enchanted in order to empower this portal so that it remains open indefinitely between this tower and the crypts beneath Helm's Hold, as opposed to just having a duration like if it were a spell. And that's where we left off. You all had just had that encounter with the parent celestial, and we're all in the tower. Nobody had left yet.
Wait,
Can I get my arm back?
Wait, so we're still in the crypts though?
No, you had entered at the end of the crypts. You had found a sarcophagus that seemed to have a portal inside, and upon some of the members stepping through, they ended up in this tower, which seems to be an old abandoned. Looking through notes, looks like some abandoned temple or religious tower at some point, and hence its connection to Helm's Hold. And though the priest of Helm that had worked on it in the past had seemed to have perished or disappeared inexplicably by now, the magical enchantments laid upon the sarcophagus, or in this case the sword, they are still intact, and the gateway remains open.
The way is open.
It is,
The
yeah.
way.
This is the way.
The way is open. Somebody said the Elvish word for friend. Yeah. You made it through. And to clarify, the place that you all had come through whenever you had taken the portal is actually right here. Let me make sure I'm on the right layer. Yeah, right here in this sort of, it almost seems like an icy river that has been frosted over along with the rest of the tower, but there's a rift in the middle where you all had peered out.
Hard be it for me to ask, but have we leveled up since the last time I played?
I don't believe so.
We should still be 15. But I think that's where we're going to end in this campaign.
One more level.
I found the way.
One more.
Well, that was
the way.
Welcome to, what year was that? 2018?
Wasn't that long ago, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, a reminder that Skyrim is over 9 years old now.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
don't even.
I saw one that was so good that it angered me because some dude turned his phone on record and dropped it down like 30 flights of stairs, like straight through the middle.
And at the end,
so
it
you
was
see-
finally awake.
Yeah, you literally see it like phone falling, and then when it hits the ground, it goes black, and then you just wake up in the sky. I'm like, oh, that is so brilliant. I hate it.
It's pretty good.
God.
But yeah, there's Asher. You had felt that you were the one that were actually you were contacted by the Celestial whenever you tried to grab that sword. So that just happened a matter of minutes ago.
I found the video. It's so amazing.
And I thought Aaron wanted to fucking fight this thing. Come on,
I wanted to have a
grab the sword.
conversation, and she didn't come. Conversation. The thing's locked.
Yeah, she was not very nice.
Well, no, she's not. Come on, you
I
have.
called her out. Look, I want to fight. I don't want her talking shit in my head. I called her out. She stayed hidden, and then when I left, she's like, "Have a good time." Like, you mother. Oh no. So she got on Aaron's shit list.
My arm has a fucking has a spell in it. It has a dispel magic 4th level. You can try again.
Yeah, your arm is there. I left your arm back.
Oh.
So Asher's down an arm?
I got my
He's
arm
Buzz
back.
Lightyear now.
Oh, fuck you guys. I'm not going into this final fight with one arm.
Give him his arm.
Really?
back.
Come on now. Come on. That's like the best shade you could throw at the Winter Queen. You dare come against me? Bitch, I only came with one arm.
I could
to
beat
take
you
down.
with one arm tied behind my back, and just somebody just comes up and removes it real quick, scurries off to the side like an extra on a movie set.
See?
Exactly.
We're saving the
Why
work.
you take my arm?
Yeah,
I
Puck,
won't
just
need it
take...
against this floozy.
Hey, Puck, just take this thing off. I don't need it. You sure that's a wise idea, Asher? Oh, I think it's a perfectly fine idea.
So
Maybe not.
We
That's
need
my
to
decision
go-
make.
contact our allies. Right? Figure out what.
Don't we need to know where exactly we are in the city?
Allies?
Yeah.
Ah,
Would you like to do that then?
I thought I did it at the
You
very
did.
end of this.
You did contact some, and for the most part, it was unremarkable. Though some of it I was waiting to mention until this actual session, so that you can. I didn't want to mention at the end of the session and then have it be a situation where we were trying to resolve something that we didn't have time to resolve because the session was over. But you mostly received, unremarkable responses. That they were continuing the plans that they had laid out, the different people that you had contacted. The dwarves told you that they were past Luskin now, and so they were well on their way to Neverwinter. But specifically, Commander Talvar, you did not receive a reply from him.
Traitor.
Oh. He might be dead.
Or he's turned traitor.
We should
Kill him, yeah.
try to find him.
Aaron going full Anakin over here. If you're not with me, then you're my enemy. But yeah, you there was no response whatsoever. In fact, you reached out to try to message him, and it didn't even seem to be able to reach him at all.
Ooh.
Ooh, he did.
Or he is somewhere where her magic is a no-no.
Yeah, it's one or the other. I mean, he could be the imposter. I'm not sure.
You try scrying on him?
I don't have
So
that spell.
sus.
Only Lawrence can do such things.
Lawrence, you want to scry on him? He said the DM.
Let me see. Let me check Mr. Lawrence Nightingale's sheet and see if he has that prepared.
Let's be real. He was
It's a
not here.
ritual. He
Do
can-
we know
if he
what?
waits
Dude,
until
Dude,
he
I
is prepared.
forgot what level 15 full casters look like on their spell list.
Scrying's a ritual. It takes an hour or something.
Oh, right. Do you even have to prepare rituals?
Nope,
I think
not if
clerics
you
do.
have the ability to.
Nah.
Oh, God. Level 15 spellcasters. I feel bad for him now. He's had to make so many choices. I forgot. It's been so long since I played a caster.
Play.
Yeah, he'll, let me see. I don't remember if he needs anything for scrying.
The only material you need is
a
like
focus worth at least 1,000 GP.
Yeah, doesn't he have a bunch of that?
Yeah, let me see. I think he has something specifically that he asked me if he could use one time for it. Yeah. His cloak rather that he received. He had asked me at one point if he could use that, and he received it from his angelic guardian, and
who he does not believe in.
he's having the big man in the sky is trying to bring him around, but Lawrence is yet to believe. I think, but yeah, he'll spend the hour if you all want to hang around for that.
Well,
You see him; he takes his place.
We have so much time, so it's fine.
Yeah, he takes his place and clears out a space in the room, and he removes the cloak and folds it neatly in his lap and spends time setting up the ritual. And eventually, he reaches out to finish the spell and opens his eyes, turns to you, and confirms that his attempt to scry was a failure.
Oh, he's dead.
Let's see if
I'm pretty sure he
I'll have to
can
make a check
scry
for
on a
that.
dead body.
Yeah, he's not sure. He's not sure why it's not working, but it did not seem to work at all. And
all I'm saying is, can't you scry on an object? Technically, a dead body is just an object.
Yeah, you can choose a location you've seen before. You can choose a creature, or you can choose. Let me see. I don't know if you can choose an object or not.
Oh no, you can't choose. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's a creature or a location. He attempted to scry on a creature and got no knowledge whatsoever.
I mean, he was under suspicion when we asked the spy. Didn't we? We talked to a dead body, and we asked him.
Yeah, the
about it. Yeah,
Cherish, the high-level conjurer that you had slain. Whenever you speak with that on him, he confirmed that he had some suspicions about Commander Talwar. So
yeah. So I mean, he's either imprisoned in like a mithril box or whatever, or obsidian cage, or he's dead. Most likely dead.
If anyone has proficiency in Arcana, you could try and.
Aaron doesn't.
I do.
Think of something, but
I'll try to.
Soren, you think about it, and you think your own order has. It's kind of hard to find someone who's able to pull off something, because multiple things have been attempted here, and theoretically you should have been able to get something from at least one of these. And the more you look into it, it's possible that he's just dead, though unlikely from what you can tell because of the way it felt. You're pretty sure that, again, you're not entirely familiar with it because it's difficult to find someone that can actually pull this off. But from your time in the order and some of the extreme cases where you've had to detain someone, or just from generally learning the lore of the land and the world, I think it's possible that what you felt is your spell running into an anti-magic field.
He's somewhere where magic don't work.
Well, shit. Do you know any locations?
I mean, it's likely he could be with in a prison at the Guardians of the Bridge base. That's where the main operations, I think, are.
Hmm.
That's where we know where the king is, possibly. Do we remember any other prison areas from the past coming year?
Don't worry about proficiency, but anyone that wants to make a history check, go ahead.
History with
Brain
disadvantage.
blast.
I'm an
Go.
idiot. Holy shit! How the fuck?
I'm not from this. I am not from this plane of existence, apparently. So
Aaron gets farther and farther away. He eventually finds out that he's a character in a game.
yeah, Aaron just goes, guys realize there's just some holes who are rolling. We're nothing but paper on a sheet, writing on a sheet, man.
Aaron, shut
Luna's
the
being
fuck
played
up.
by a
That's
guy.
retarded.
Luna's being played by a guy.
That's retarded, Aaron.
All right, let me see.
You have a free will. You have consciousness. So do I and everybody
See,
else.
that's just some dude who played some guy named Filene talking through you, all right?
All right, so Soren.
Whoever Filene is sounds like a fucking retarded.
All right, so Soren and Asher, you two will be privy to this information. So you all, especially you,
Dang, I'm
Soren.
surprised your name isn't Rave 5.
Especially you, Soren. You know a little bit more about the actual, sort of the underpinnings of what the prison is. Whereas Asher, you have shockingly you paid attention in history class, and you have a little bit of a better overview of the actual history of the area. And between the two of you, you know that there was a place called the Peninsula District, and Neverwinter, and it struggled with some pretty terrible plagues. It struggled with prison breaks in the area. Whenever they went to war against Luskan, it was badly damaged. And then, on top of all that, Mount Houtno erupted, and when that destroyed quite a bit of Neverwinter, and a lot of it had to be rebuilt, it was eventually turned into. It was so destroyed that they merged it with several other areas and turned that into what is now called the Protector's Enclave. And the Protector's Enclave is where they now have, as far as you understand it, the kind of largest prison in the city, the primary prison of Neverwinter. That would be the southwestern half of the city, or a quarter of the city rather, where you all were whenever you went into the House of Knowledge. So it is in that same area, and it would be. There is the Hall of Justice, which is a temple of Tyr, and that's got some judges and things, and a lot of it has been used as sort of a general area for justice in the legal system, and rather near to that is a very, very, we'll say, nasty prison, a place that, especially after the it's called the Whalen plague when it came through, or the Whalen death rather, when that came through, and it drove a lot of people insane or killed them. Some of the survivors that had been driven to insanity by the plague, they were in the prison there, and eventually were moved into that Hall of Justice nearby as sort of a sanatorium, and the damage that was caused by not only the plague itself, but also the state of the prisoners there before they were moved, has, to your knowledge, never fully been recovered. So it's a pretty bad place still, but it is, from what you understand, the most prominent prison in the city.
Okay, Asha, your brother's still here, right, in the city?
Yeah, he should be. I think.
We
told him to leave. I think we told him to leave for Fae Day, but I think that's about it. Go ahead. Hello?
Do you think he could hook us up with some invisibility or something so we can sneak to the prison?
I'll have to ask, but I think I can just get you guys invisibility shit.
For all of us?
Maybe.
God, I love
I'd have to check
infusions.
I'd have to check the infusion rules, but
I mean, I'm fine. I have invisibility. I can cast that on myself, and
I think
I can also disguise myself. So
I think I have. Okay, I don't have invisibility, but I do have disguise. I do have invisibility. Cool. I can cast. I can get 3 people invisible.
oh wait, shit! I totally forgot. We were supposed to do something before we bust him out of jail. Weren't we supposed to? Shit, hold on. Stop like some noble from going to a meeting, and then yeah,
Yes, you had.
Aaron Brindle.
I was just drinking a Bud Light, just watching this going on.
Yes, you do remember correctly. You had obtained a piece of information that there was going to be an emergency council held with a lot of the nobles in Neverwinter. They are being summoned. Within the, I believe it was whenever you were coming into Helm's Deep, it was within the following a day or so, and so judging by that and the fact that it's some time has passed, it would be definitely within the coming day that emergency council would be held, and assuming the information you obtained was correct, it was actually called for not directly by the king, as no one has really spoken with him in quite some time, but the channels that he goes through in order to communicate with the people. It is supposedly called by the king, and the only caveat is that the noble you had run into asked that you he asked that you prevent, if you do intend to attend the council on your own to gather information, you prevent his father from coming to harm or showing up there, because if he did if he were to ensure that the father remains safely elsewhere, noble, you theoretically should be able to gain access without any real issue. Some of that information had been given. Some of the information about the noble that you'd met had been given to you all, especially you, Soren, for the purposes of identification and purposes of deception in case you need it. But that's definitely something that's happening. It is happening rather close. It's actually in the same district in the Protector's Enclave.
Right, so we need to find Finethil and capture him. And so I thought his son is taking his place. I shouldn't have to dress like him.
Yeah, right? That was an option as well. He said that he could attend in instead if he would prefer that he not, or prefer that he do so. But
and then I would accompany him for sure to make sure he honored the agreement.
Yes, the terms that he had is he believes that his father has been deceived as most of his house, and that if there were a change of we'll say a change of regime, and his house's sword was restored to them, that he could change their minds and possibly come out the better for it. As you also get word that a lot of there's quite a bit of political turmoil right now in the city, as some of the houses had their ancestral weapons removed from them because they were magical items.
Yeah, so basically we need to get the noble war asset for the final battle. We're getting the war assets together, and we need the nobles on our side, and this is the opportunity to do that.
Oh god, this has turned into Fable 3.
No, it's Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, that is in the that is actually later in the. I'll call it right now. I'll say that it's probably sort of the Twilight Hours going into dawn at the moment. So, well, not quite dawn, but definitely past sunset. You're sort of in the around midnight. You estimate maybe the wee hours of the morning. It's difficult to tell, but
okay. But definitely today that's happening.
Yes. The upcoming evening is when that's happening, and that is again. I'll bring you over to the map of Neverwinter actually, so that I can reference where that's at. But if you guys,
we're about to leave this place anyway.
Right. This right here, right about here, we see where the Hall of Justice is. The prison neighbors that. And it's within this area in the Protector's Enclave that you'll be attending the meeting if you choose to do so. That council. A lot of these things are being held in the Protector's Enclave because it is the most heavily secured place in the city, as you all saw whenever you had to sneak through the streets last time on your way to the House of Knowledge. So.
And where are we in relation to that now?
In relation to that, you are, if you can see. Make sure everybody can see the map, correct?
Yeah.
So if you look where you're at now is there are, I don't think it's actually portrayed on this map, but there are some surrounding mountains and Neverwinter, and directly to the north there's a mountain range, and directly to the south where there's where the river cuts through, there's some hills, and sort of built into these hills right around here is where that tower is. It's kind of collapsed, and it's covered over with what looks to be thick trees on the hillside, but they're quite close to the city walls, and it's pretty high up there.
So we just need to climb down, and basically we're on the top of the walls.
Essentially, yeah. It's think not quite Minas Tirith levels of built into the mountain, but the tower kind of runs against the hills there, and it would only be a short distance to actually reach the walls from there. It would be on the southern side, the beaches there, and specifically those beaches, as you can see on the map, they're kind of near the graveyards, the pauper section. A lot of the Protector's Enclave is very guarded as it's near the castle, but those outer reaches there, especially along the big open shore, they mostly rely on the idea that there's a big open area kind of working as a moat for visibility if anyone comes to attack, but otherwise they don't exactly have patrols walking the sands,
Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think that's the best idea, right? Is to sneak in, grab this guy, do the council thing, because that's time sensitive, then rescue Talvar, and then get ready for the big war.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it would all relatively be in the same area, presumably, and worst case scenario, if things go really bad, you are close to the castle. So,
just ahead of schedule, just burst in.
Isn't our army like a day
for those of you... Oh, sorry, do what, Mark?
Isn't the army like a day away from getting here?
A couple, yeah.
What if we just take the king and just we're done? We win. We didn't even need the army.
You could. The issue though is that there are various generals and armies and orders and things that are.
Yeah, he's really defended currently and not distracted by.
Yeah, there are quite a few factions. One of the big issues is that the crackdown worked on a short term, but over the long term, the crackdown has really angered a lot of people in Neverwinter for obvious reasons, and there are a lot of factions now, and it's difficult to predict quite what would happen. Specifically, that there are some new orders that have been established or have been put in place to replace old ones that are loyal to the king. There are splinter factions on the other side. It's difficult to gauge really what the whole swing of it is in terms of military power, but they're definitely more fortified. For those of you that would have been there for the original Siege of Neverwinter, you'll remember that you enter the gates and then march through the streets up through the Protector's Enclave to get to the bridge here and go to Castle Never. And that heavily fortified area leading up to Castle Never is pretty close to where you all would be having to go once you get into the city. Hence everything being called there, because again, it is the most fortified place.
All right. Asher, so can you hide us?
like what are you asking? That like I have invisibility spells if we need them, but like
Yeah, we need to sneak in.
yeah, sure. Okay. I can I think I can make shit with the spell slots I have.
I
I
mean,
can make 2 people invisible.
If you can just do disguise self, that would even be helpful for everybody, so we can all have disguises.
Everyone has disguise self. Let me see what that is.
It's a first level spell.
Are you allowed to
I think I
cast
need
that
to
on
just-
other people?
No, not disguise self. There is
Alter self? Is that no?
it's still
Seeming.
self. Yeah, seeming. That's
Yeah,
it.
you're thinking of
I
self.
think seeming is
Pretty high level
Seventh?
spell. I think it's 7th or
fifth.
No.
It's fifth. It allows
No,
you to change the appearance of any number of creatures that you can see within range.
I'm a 4th level spellcaster, dude. Okay, just letting you know. No, what I can do is I can make 2 of you invisible.
Oh, that works, because I think
I'll make two of you invisible. I already have like something that gives me like advantage on stealth, so the invisibility will be statistically useless for me. So I'll be fine there.
Remind me, did any of you ask for? I can't recall. Did any of you ask that Dragonface not accompany you, or did you want him to come along with you on this one as well? I'm trying to make
I don't
sure
remember
I didn't
him being
misremember.
here.
up to him.
He
So-
was definitely not with us in the catacombs.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was smart and stayed back and waited for Goku.
I had to check his spells too. I keep forgetting to. He does not have Simeon though, so.
anyway, I think the best thing is to create disguises, and for those who can't create disguises, we will be invisible.
Yeah, I'll assume the Asher female disguise again. And while I cast whoever wants to be invisible, I'll use a
It's
3rd level
just
spell.
literally Asher with apples in his shirt.
Definitely Lawrence, because
Pretty much.
he has terrible stealth.
Yeah, his
Oh,
stealth is
me
not.
Me too.
And yeah, and the big guy. And the other 2 are stealthy, so it's fine.
Yep. All right then.
Plus, from what I think we established in game, no one knows what Aaron looks like on the other side.
Aaron is probably the least known of the party. I mean, he's probably more well known now, but compared to a lot of the other parties that've been around for longer and they've been more, a little more prominent and in terms of,
I mean, Fang and I definitely have like wanted posters.
yeah. Asher was already previously basically classed as a terrorist. Lawrence is in the same.
Lawrence
boat
is
as
also
Fang.
number one on their hit list. So
Yeah, Luna and Aaron are the ones that are less.
Okay,
I'm
no,
a
Luna's
terrorist,
definitely
but
on
I still don't
someone's
have
list.
a wanted poster. What the fuck, Neverwinter? You fucking
Luna is
asshole.
definitely on a wanted list. Let's be real. The way she uses freaking poisons and everything, she's on somebody's list.
I'm gonna
the
disguise
benefit of
myself.
Being a good assassin. They don't know. what she
No.
looks like.
She's the master of stealth. Remember, she kills everyone she encounters. She can't have anybody. Okay, moving on.
Ooh, we need to.
All right, and anyone else making it's the current plan? A certain amount of people want to disguise themselves, and some people want to go invisible. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, which one of you wanted to do which?
I'm making Lawrence and Fang invisible with a 3rd level spell slot.
Okay.
And I'm disguising myself, not with the disguise self spell, but just by like minor adjustments in my clothing to make myself look more like my sister.
Okay. Do you have a disguise kit or proficiency?
I don't know, but you let me do this before.
Yeah. I was gonna say that will affect what kind of make a.
I've done like I wrote this in my backstory.
Yeah.
So
Believe me, I understand.
That you're a cross-dresser?
No, that me and my sister look very similar to the point
it's
where
more.
If I have to, I can.
So you're a cross-dresser.
I would say
No.
just make a straight charisma check.
I'm not Tequila fucking Joestar over here, okay? Just straight charisma?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Can we be with deception?
This is less specifically deceiving. This is not like a straight check. This is more to gauge your.
I'm dressed. I'm a trap. Like, this is deception 101. This is deception right
I
here.
understand. Deception will come up if it comes up. This is more your general ability to not act like Asher.
This is a very shitty disguise. Not my best at all.
I mean, the disguise is fine, but you do seem like you need a little bit of work in terms of getting into character there.
I'm just so excited, you know?
Asher, are you usually dirty or clean looking, your clothes?
Probably covered in, like, if anything, mechanical grime.
Okay, so I'm just gonna prestidigitate you so that you're like completely sparkly clean.
Does that give me advantage?
Nice looking.
Yeah, sure. There you go.
It makes me worse.
Any of the rest of you making disguise checks or doing anything in particular to disguise yourself?
I look in the mirror. I'm just like, yeah, this is fucking stupid. I'll just wait the 10 minutes to give myself. I'll just wait the 10 minutes for disguise self. And yeah. But that's all I got.
Aaron,
make a charisma check. Straight charisma.
11.
Oh, okay, fairly average.
So he puts on a Fu Manchu, and it doesn't really seem to do much. And then he kind of tweaks a little bit and finds like some nearby chalk, runs that a bit through it, adds some white streaks, and it's not perfect, but it's not bad. He's really got the look going on. The question is, Aaron, do you fold your hands together in your sleeves?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. I hunch my back and put my hands in my sleeves behind my back.
God, you gotta give him advantage for that.
Believe me, it'll factor in. Anyone else?
I squint my eyes. Full on.
That's all. I
think
Luna?
Thorn did whatever he's gonna do, and everyone else is invisible.
Toki, that's true. All right, yeah. So in that case, you all can move whenever you're ready.
All right, so I guess we'll go through here, right, to this point, and then go down that way.
Yeah, the question. Yeah, there are different ways you could approach it. You could try to go over the walls or through the gates, or
over the walls for sure.
All right. For those of you that are not invisible, those of you that have put on disguise, do you have any particular? Are you also going to try to sneak by to the wall, or are you going to try to act natural as you approach through the sands?
I think we can act natural.
All right, everybody, let's just act real cool, like. Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
I mean, why not stealth? We have like 2 people that are insanely good at stealth.
That is true. I do have advantage on stealth at least. So.
Well, Lawrence thankfully doesn't have disadvantage now because of invisibility.
Well, actually, in this case,
Holy shit!
That's for Lawrence.
Roll it again. He's got it. He's invisible.
He has disadvantage on stealth from chainmail.
God damn it, Lawrence.
Oh, motherfucker.
Or not chainmail. He's got something else now. What's he wearing now?
Oh, Flash is a
You
genius
wearing
here.
plate?
I don't think he's wearing plate. Let me find half plate. Let me see if that gives disadvantage. It might not.
Is he wearing mithril? It does, but is he wearing a mithril?
No, he's wearing dragon half plate. Yeah, so he has disadvantage normally. So yeah, he's invisible. But you all hear clank, 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 clank.
Shh.
You say that, and then you hear the clank and stop for a minute, and then you turn your head and you hear clank, 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 clank.
For fuck's sake.
It's like really.
Wait,
it sounds like
who's
it sounds like
Miles?
somebody's dragging a bag of coins across the beach, basically.
And to think I thought this guy was an awesome terrorist.
In fact, he
Never
has a
meet-
bunch of diamonds and jewels and silver and stuff for material components, so those jingle as well.
Yeah. Never meet your heroes, people. Alright.
No more heroes.
Don't worry, Ashley. I know this nice lady. She's got weird skin, but she kills people from far away. I think she's called Maker something.
Yeah, you
What?
all go to approach, and you begin making your way across the beach. Some of you're trying to stealth, kind of, and even in the case of those that you're stealthing and presuming you're trying to keep your disguise up in case you get caught. So Aaron is somehow sneaky and swift and also an old man at the same time. He's just kind of
Oh, no, Aaron didn't even roll. Aaron's just walking in.
yeah, but believe me, you're compared to Lawrence, you're sneaky and swift right now.
Yeah, the old man walking.
And the other thing about Lawrence is you look behind you and there's like a big trail in the sand where he's obviously
Oh my god.
walking.
God.
As he got really heavy footsteps because of his armor and just like sinks way in. There's these giant footsteps. But eventually you get up to the walls and actually none of you seem to have been noticed. But as you begin, these walls are very high, of course. And as you get over to the wall and you look for a place, you all see that a guard sticks his head over the walls and stares straight down. He's got an arbalest in hand, and he doesn't seem to notice any of you all. But he seems to be paying very close attention to that trail behind Lawrence. And he looks really confused. He's directly above you all to give you an idea. Assuming you're pressed up against the wall now.
Okay.
He's we'll say. See.
Shit, all my attacks are loud as all hell.
it's just one guy.
Well, there's several that you can presume, but one guy specifically is looking over right now.
Do you ever use the other shit?
I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Okay. Suggestion is what's the range on that?
It's 30 feet. Like if we're not 30 feet, I wouldn't do it. But if
You're
he's
directly under
less
him,
than-
so yeah, that should. What do you suggest? I'll roll for him. Let me see. I don't think guards have. Let me check my guard sheet again. I don't think they're particularly good at wisdom. Maybe they're really wise guys. Let's see.
Wait, is it just a normal guard?
It's just a normal guard with an arbalest. He's just like one of the wall guards. Presumably, there are a bunch of them that demand the walls. You know, he's just like he's like your typical militia guy that's wearing some basic armor and has a crossbow, and he's just one of probably dozens that are currently patrolling the wall. And he just seems to have really been curious about this this trail. He kind of like you can see him leaning over and squinting at it, and he hollers something for a couple of the other guys nearby, and then suggestion is cast. He gets a 2 on his roll.
Well, I tell him that he really needs to go to the bathroom. that it's an
Yeah.
emergency.
So you see him kind of frantically call some guys over, and then suggestion is cast, and then the other guards arrive. One of them's got a spear in hand. Lecture, what is it now? And he starts to say, "I see," and then the suggestion comes in, and he goes, "I need to listen. Listen, man. I know I haven't been on watch for long, but Mom made this lasagna. And the other guard just shakes his head and bonks him on the shoulder and tells him to hurry up, spare him the details. And you see the guy kind of grab his stomach and run off, crossbow tucked under his arm. The other guards, let me make a perception check for them to see if they.
I should have to be the 4.
The other guard. He froze his brows. He looks over at the sand, really staring down to where the trail is supposed to be. And he looks, and he looks, and he looks, and he just keeps looking. And then he just shakes his head and stands back up, leaning away from the wall. And the third guard that had come by didn't even seem to bother to look over the wall. You can hear him approach and then hear him walk away with a jingle of armor, and it seems you're in the clear for now. Though presumably they're still stationed directly above you.
So, in lieu of that, I would like to ask, can I just take this random broom and just start sweeping Lawrence's footprints away, or would that break my invisibility?
Let's see.
I don't have greater
invisibility. It says when you attack or cast a spell, so no, you could do that.
I'm gonna start sweeping Lawrence's trail behind us, so he stops leaving one.
Gotcha.
So, does that give us advantage now for Lawrence's roll?
Well, the trail is gone now.
Yeah, we'll have to make new checks later on. But yeah, just before
you hear like, and then just sand kicks up over the trail again.
Before that, before we go on, how are we gonna capture this guy once we get there?
Oh, threats and violence.
Bump on the head.
Assassin's Creed style, grab him by the belt, pull him over the wall.
I have a demi-plane I can throw him in.
Does the snake lady have any knockout gas? I know you do, right?
Well, I also have, I don't know.
So I don't think Toki understands that I think he hit his phone because he's displaying nothing but a black screen.
Oh yeah, it's muted.
I mean, push him to shove. If we have invisible thing, grab him. I can open the demi-plane and just throw him in there. He'll be stuck in there with a giant construct dragon, which I'll find hilarious.
Oh, he put video on. I was like, why is that?
Yeah, I think he accidentally hit an option earlier because he's also been muted since then. So.
You killed the rain. No,
I'm
pretty sure that she has knockout gas, right?
Let me check.
She's got a weird.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's like a Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's also a very aggro move.
She has. Oh man, she's not out of gas, is she? Let me check if she's out of poison.
It's Toki. We know he's not out of gas.
He might not have had time to refill the bombs he used at the Hall of Knowledge. It's been days, but I don't think he might have not remembered to.
I mean, should we have rested? I am like slowly chipping away at spells.
Yeah, I don't see any gas left unless he's got it marked somewhere that I don't see.
We could have short rested at.
God, of course, being Toki, he's got 6 flasks of oil in case he needs to burn down anything.
Okay, so.
Oh wow! I did not expect that face from Toki.
What's happening?
I think he flipped his phone around and finally realized that he was.
Face reveal.
Playing a game.
He posted a picture of himself at a New Year's party once. So
I thought that was him fucking with us.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I think he finally realized he was screen sharing though. I'll have to ask him though. He still has the gas bombs listed, but not a specific quantity. So I don't know if he has any or not left. But it's my understanding. Let me check. He only has certain ones. He only has certain ones because he has to craft them. Let me see the ones that he has and see if they're. Yeah, he does have. Assuming he has any of these left, he does have an inhaled ether gas bomb that it's a DC 15 con save or become poisoned for 8 hours. The poison creature is unconscious. So
How about we don't use that and just use invisible thing to throw him into the dimension?
Yeah, that works.
Who we poisoning now?
I was trying to figure out if you have any poison left, and if so, how many, because they're asking about it.
3 left of each.
All right, yeah. Then so yeah, that would be an area, and it would be relatively obvious, but it's an option. It's up to you all how you want to approach the situation now. Again, you seem to be fine for the moment. Nobody's really checking to look over the wall anymore.
I mean, we could also stuff them in the
box.
In my box, yeah.
This boxes kill people though.
It's a huge
Only
box.
if you leave them in there for like 10 minutes.
Okay, so let's continue.
All right, you all ready to climb? I don't know if any of you have climbers kits. Or
Wait, I thought we can just.
I thought we were in the walls.
Oh no, I should have clarified. So because of the way the city is constructed, the city itself is not built into the mountains. The tower is built into the mountains and are built into the nearby hills and is pretty close up against the least guarded part of the walls. But because of the way the city is constructed, there are still flat plains on the other side because the roads go through there, and so you all had to move under cover of weather and invisibility and things to get there. Hence, why the trail is an issue. So you still are. They did take the precaution when they built the city to make sure that there is open area around it. But
The base of the wall right now?
They probably see it.
Yeah.
Wow.
You think you could probably scale the wall without them seeing you. It would just be a matter of once you're to the top, whether you can get over without them seeing you.
So we're outside the city still.
Yeah, technically, if you look while paying, so you have the the entrances here, and you're like right here.
But not on the inside, on the outside.
Right, the outside, yeah.
Shit. I thought we would land like on top of the wall because the hill was higher.
Well, if you had a way to glide or something, then yeah, you could have. But it's far enough away that you can see that the land here has been artificially cleared. They've built not quite a moat, but essentially they've cleared out the nearby area so that they have visibility on all sides.
I mean, we could make a distraction, like somewhere else along the wall, and
yeah, these walls are really long. There's a lot to it, and it's kind of hard to get enough people to man all that. So.
Sure, but how are we going to get up?
No, I was saying the distraction would give us enough time to get up,
Yeah,
and also take people away.
I mean, I can cast fly.
Yeah, but make our invisibility useless.
I'm not invisible.
Oh, you're not? Okay. Do you have like enough strength to kind of ferry everybody across?
No way.
Oh shit!
But I do. says the disembodied voice.
Well, shit. You can't fly. Oh, wait. I
can
think
cast
hey,
fly
Fang,
on
Fang.
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 Yes, I'm over
Can
here.
you wear these shoes? And I take off my shoes that are enchanted with
Oh God,
they're winged boots.
I thought everyone had that.
Those, they don't last.
No.
Yeah, he has a certain amount of infusions, and I think he changed those back to other things, if I recall.
They also don't last.
Yeah, I
more
changed
than
it
like
back
a couple
to
days.
my stuff. But I still have the winged boots.
I questioned, will I just now be a floating, walking pair of boots?
The way I understand it, yeah. As soon as you put the boots on, they'll become invisible too. They're very tight, though.
Not changing my shoes.
Yeah, they're way too small for you, so it's not a very comfortable situation, but you can wear them.
And they smell.
Shut up.
Alright, so someone point me in the direction of Lawrence, because I feel that's going to be the most difficult one to carry.
Just look in the sand, you idiot.
You see one place in the sand that's like way deeper than the rest because of all the extra weight. Just to give you guys an idea, his current carrying capacity right now is even without.
He's encumbered.
It's not encumbered at the moment, but even without, so his armor and basically all of his armor and all of his worn gear, the vast majority of his stuff is unmarked because they're custom items and things, so they're not from the companion with weight. But just his junk, just the random trash that he's carrying around, his basic supplies are over 50 pounds worth. So that's not counting any of his armor. That's not counting any of his gear, pretty much. That's just like his potions and healing stuff. He has like over 50 pounds of them. So he's probably carrying a couple hundred right now, technically, or whatever the weight is in 5e.
Alright, so lift up Lawrence, fly
Make an
over the
athletics
wall.
check. Well, actually, let me see. I don't think. What's your strength score?
I'm pretty sure
+4.
Sorry, what is it?
Strength is only +4.
I have a 19.
So your carrying capacity is 285. So
The reason
you
for
can
that
just
is
lift
because
him.
of the gauntlets.
Yeah, you can just lift him.
Oh, use
And
me.
then make it. And yeah, so 2 invisible guys, one's flying, the other one's being carried. What do you do, Fang?
I lift him up, and we go over the wall, and I put him down on the other side of the wall.
Just set him on the wall and let him clang.
I'm going to ask for a stealth check, of course, as you do this, because like as you go over the wall,
Dude,
you see there are a few guys. There are a couple guys manning that section of the wall, and you're right next to a sentry tower, though you're on the outside of it so that nobody inside can see where you're at right now, but you are kind of up against that. So
here's the question.
There are just a couple guys.
Do I have advantage because of invisible or neutral because of Lawrence?
You would put him on the wall, let him clang. Like, what the hell is that?
I'm just for you advantage. For him, it'll be a straight roll because I'm just going to count your checks as separate to make this easier, so that you don't mess each other up. So you touch down, and for the most part, you're let's see. So you touch down, and you think you're pretty quiet, and then Lawrence, of course, jingles a little bit, and he doesn't seem to see you, but the nearby guard immediately turns and stares right at where you're standing, Fang, and he kind of pulls his spear into his hands and readies it. Begins to kind of tentatively approach where you're at.
back away very slowly.
Do you say that?
No, I don't say that.
Yeah, he's headed toward you with the point of the spear. Kind of slowly walking as if he intends to prod the open space.
I mean, just stand there. He might just miss. He has disadvantage to hit. You have high armor class. This is just a guard.
I will like to take the dodge action.
All right. Let's see what happens.
He has disadvantage on... Oh, wait, he already has disadvantage. Fuck. Never mind. I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah, he gets a 7 as he goes to stab with a spear and just whiffs you completely. Then he tries again and gets
fuck!
a 15. Does that hit you?
The 17 does.
Wait, did you say 15 or 17?
The 17.
15.
Oh, it's a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot. I saw the 17 and my heart sank.
Yeah, so he whiffs you with the first one completely, and then he furrows his brows and he turns, and the spear's pointing right towards you, and you're just barely turning, like it goes between your arm and your chest, and he pulls it back, and he kind of tilts his head and scratches his temple and just backs away, goes back to his position. He still kind of keeps an eye on that area suspiciously, but
You're gonna have to toss him. Just toss him over.
No, this is the landed part, isn't it? We landed on the other side. That's how the guard found me.
Some ballsy ass.
yeah, you've landed, yeah.
All right.
Oh, man.
Super Fang, away! And I go up in the air, back to collect another person.
All right. Rel, your mic is buzzing. I don't know if you're dead or
It is his fan.
what.
Interesting.
Yeah, your mic is way different right now. It sounds like you're in a hyperbolic time chamber, so. All right, Fang, who's your next victim?
You make it sound like I'm gonna drop them.
Ooh, pick me!
Why?
Pick
You
me!
get speared.
Fine, I'll
Pick me!
I'll pick Asher.
We can. Hey, and I'm like, hey, did you encounter any trouble over there? Took you
There's a
little while.
god.
What? There's a guy?
Yep.
All right, land me just behind him, and then you fly in front of him. I'll have the box open. Just push him in.
You really want
And
us
I'll
to see
close
what'll
it.
happen.
What?
You really want to see what'll happen when that happens.
Look, I think it'll work. Trust me. I've done it before.
Astronaut
And we won't
is
have to worry
someone
about it.
else.
Oh, come on. We've murdered so many people.
This is true.
Like D&D is like 50% murder. Or you can not do that. That's fine too. But I'm not invisible, so.
I pick Asher up and begin to fly.
Make, I guess both make stealth checks.
Will do. Oh, shit.
So
place me right behind him, dude. Yeah, place me
Asher-
right behind him. We gotta do this.
Asher, you're just flying visibly to everyone, but you kind of point Fang, you give Fang some pointers. Fang, you have a different point of view from where you're the one actually flying, so you maneuver, and between the two of you, you're able to somehow deftly zip through and around the walls and get around without anybody seeing the god just floating.
My robes like blend in with the night so that it just can't be distinguished at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nice. All right. Well, if Fang, if you don't want to do a murder, that's perfectly fine too. You can just plan me whatever.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, you're great.
Yeah, Fang the guy is just he's still. So he's up against the wall, right? He's got his back to the wall because he's kind of watching the entrance of that sentry tower, or the bottom level entrance. And so he's facing forward, but every once in a while you can see him kind of look out of the corner of his eye at that spot. That's about it.
I'm going to move Asha farther away from that man.
All right, and you're able to deposit him in like some bushes.
I'm just saying it'd make your job easier. Acceptable losses. Price of freedom and justice. What?
Fang left you about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah. Also, that's a terrible idea. We don't want any bodies, man. Like, we don't want.
There would be no bodies. Just one guy missing.
Yeah, we don't need any suspicion, though.
They'll never know.
Yeah, haven't you played Metal Gear? They're gonna radio in, and when they don't see him, it's gonna go on alerts. It's gonna go on caution.
Okay. These guards don't have fucking radios. I don't give a shit.
You know that. You have a shotgun.
He has a shotgun?
I do have a shotgun. It's just completely worthless to me. Magic's just so much better.
He traded the shotgun for a magic shotgun because of Artificer.
Yeah, like, who needs a shotgun when you have Eldritch Blast? Am I right?
Yeah, gunslinger, truth be told.
All right, Fang, who's your next
victim?
Piggyback.
Soren.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh yeah, he can fly, I think.
Oh.
No, I didn't cast fly though because
okay.
I have a disguise going.
Okay. So, anyone else gonna volunteer? Maybe still have Soren, Luna, and
yeah, I'll go.
So, yeah, all right. Stealth checks from both of you then. The guy doesn't seem to notice. It seems like he was paying a lot closer attention, but as time has gone on, he's paying a little less attention now, and you're able to land on the other side with not really much trouble.
Cool. Just hanging out with Asher and trying to find Lawrence.
Like you hear, you're kind of in the bushes, and then you hear something scrape really hard against the tree trunk next to you, and you see a gash in the bark, shaped like the one of the kind of flanges of his mace.
What the fuck, dude? Piece of shit.
He just flicks you on the back of the head, but you can't really tell where it's coming from because.
Hey! That's an attack. Any harder, you'll lose that invisibility.
You just hear an exhausted sigh come from him. All right, Fang, next person.
There's only one person left. Oh wait, right.
I mean,
I assumed Aaron was jumping and sneaking already.
Yeah, Aaron, Aaron, how are you planning to get over this wall? Are you planning to have Fang carry you with fly, or are you planning to just climb it yourself?
The old man just looks up and just starts wall running.
All right, roll me a stealth check.
Oh boy, with my -4 in stealth.
You see,
It's 16.
you see Aaron starts running up, and then he glitches and just keeps running straight up to the wall.
Holy shit, he's broke the game.
Yeah,
he's
you're
in.
over.
No, I'm
he's
doing the
Sonic 06.
Skyrim hop, and I just keep hopping higher and higher up the wall.
He goes up to the corner where the walls meet, and then you just hear just spam.
He's gone beyond the skybox.
Yeah, but you're up and over the wall with no trouble. The guy has no idea you're there, and I guess it's just Luna that's left.
I want just for flavor. I stop, stick my tongue out of him, and just flip over the other side of the wall. Huh? Must have been the wind.
He turns, and as you do, he turns, and all he sees is the flash to the Fu Manchu, and then you just see him stare off in the distance, mutter to himself something about going crazy, and then return to his guard.
Fang will now carry the scary snake lady over the wall.
I guess it's better than being suffocated to death.
Toki, are you here? Or I'm not sure if you can actually hear us or not, or if you've been AFK, but...
Don't Copperfield, Fang. Whatever you do, don't Copperfield.
I am an engaged man, I'll have you know.
Alright, is Luna trying to get over the wall herself, or is she okay with Fang trying to fly her over with a stealth check?
I mean...
You would both be making stealth checks.
Climb the wall.
Alright, do you have...
If you speak up, I'm not wearing any pants.
Do you have a climber's kit, or...
Yeah, I got the super kit for climbing. What the fuck just happened?
That's not what you want to hear.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah, make a dexterity check with your climber's kit then, and then give me a stealth check as well. Right,
Oh.
so Luna has no trouble at all scaling the wall, and she's over on the other side with the rest of the party before anybody can notice. And Fang's final stealth check from you as you settle down again.
Don't fuck it up now.
Fuck it up. Fuck
he
it up.
doesn't seem to notice, and the whole party is on the other side.
Nice.
And just as Fang lands and rendezvous with the party, this door for the sentry tower swings open, and you see another two guards come out. The first guard nods at them. They complain and grumble to each other about how cold it is, and then the first one heads in for something warm to drink or eat, and then the other two turn to watching the door instead. To give you an idea, they're about 30 feet away from you currently. And they're to the west of you all. So like if you can see, I'll ping. So it's basically this like this tower right here. And you're just right to the side of that. Or I should say no, that's correct. It's the right one. So it's very, very dark right now. There's not a lot of there's some lighting on the street here, but where you're at, it's pretty dark because it's up against the edge of the wall. So other than the little lanterns hanging outside the sentry tower door, there's it's pretty much complete darkness.
All right, let's I guess let's get going.
Doors open. Let's
here's
go.
your cleats back.
All right, group stealth check, please.
Womp, womp, womp. Womp, bottom.
Let's start with the bad news first. I'll roll for Lawrence.
Holy
Wow.
shit!
And there's the other bad news.
Holy fuck!
13. I love when the elf doesn't have anything that helps him stealth.
Um, so as you begin to head deeper into the city, even with as loud as Fang is being, you pass a civilian and they turn around, they whip around with a strange look, but they can't really tell what's going on in the darkness. They just get a little creeped out and head back into their house. But for the most part, things are empty other than a few guards here and there. Where are you all headed?
Well, I think we can head through this pauper section, right?
Yeah, I'll get you. The pauper section is.
Like, there's this road here.
Yeah, it's essentially it's a part of the graveyard, and the pauper section, also called the pauper's field, is basically just the burial grounds for the poor. And it's there's some mass graves there as well, and hastily dug graves from plagues that had hit the city. So it's just a very kind of not quite condemned, but a very dilapidated cemetery area.
Ooh, cutting through an abandoned cemetery with plenty of forgotten souls. That sounds like a wonderful idea, guys. Let's do it.
Yeah, there are possibly ghosts and zombies, but on the bright side, you.
Wait, I
from
just
what you
had a
understand,
thought that
that's
the
not
Rata's
really.
out?
invisibility only
No.
lasts an hour.
Yeah, invisibility lasts an hour. I'll say it's about halfway up by now.
Okay.
Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to go through it, or do you want to go around it?
I guess if we have invisibility, we could continue going around.
Yeah, and I'm in disguise, and they can stealth. We don't really need to go do that.
And it's your understanding that it's not really guarded very well, because
But if it's not guarded well, we could cut by it pretty fast. It would still be a shortcut.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
Kenji,
we're all still very
it'd be
stealthy.
faster. It'd be faster, less checkpoints.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. Fuck it, let's do it.
All right. So, are you planning to follow the road through the open entrances, or not quite open entrances, but the gates into the main graveyard and then the pauper section? Or are you planning on trying to get through the wall here to just skip right through the section?
I mean, I think we can go through the gate.
I don't imagine the guards being very heavy around the gate, really, right? To the graveyard?
From what you understand, the graveyard is actually decently kept. It's not like they don't have an armada. They don't have an armada there or anything, but they watch it well enough because necromancers are a thing. So
Shit. Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Well, I guess how's the wall then?
For the
How's this
pauper
wall?
section, it can hardly be called a wall. It's dilapidated and old. It's an older section. The rest of the walls have been rebuilt or built newer, but that particular section of the wall is like it's again, it could only scarcely be called a wall. It's almost equivalent to like a wall outside a noble estate or something, as opposed to a city
Like
section.
so old and crumbly that we could climb over it without like climbing tools or anything. And
and it would kind of be like trying to scale a little wall around some minor noble's courtyard or something.
yeah, let's just go through that.
So, which one does the party opt for?
I vote this one. Sounds something we can we can accomplish it very easily.
All right. Any objections to that?
We'll figure it out.
All right. If you take a little while to get toward the wall, you see that it is indeed pretty dilapidated. It's low enough that it's maybe 10 feet high, and some of the trees from the graveyard actually hang over it with the branches.
Well, shit. I climb over the wall then.
All right, make an athletics check. You're able to get over it.
I just run up the wall like without any kind of trouble, just to show him up.
All right, athletics. Lawrence clambers over.
Can I do like a acrobatic, like gymnast vault?
Sure, go for it. Roll me an acrobatics check.
Oh shit! I break my
Aaron
leg.
just
So you do the vault, but then your heel clips the wall while you're partway through, and you kind of stumble and land on your back on the other side.
Ooh.
Can't let boy just send your ass back.
I take out like a tile, use like minor illusion, and it just has like the number 1 on it. Just
Nice.
like, yeah, you
Luna?
did not stick the landing there, buddy. I'm sorry.
Aaron just kind of walks over to the wall, like still in old man mode, hands behind his back, in his sleeves, and then full on just steps on the wall and just starts walking up like an old man.
Luna, could you make a check as well to get over the wall? Climber's kit is fine if you want to use that dexterity again, or I would opt for athletics or acrobatics, depending on if you try to climb the wall or vault it. But yep, over the wall, all easy like, and you are in the paupers section of Never Death Graveyard.
Be on your guard. There are fouler things than guards in the poorer places of Neverwinter.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the fact it
Homeless
would break my
people.
invisibility, I'd slap you behind the back of your head.
Yeah, you can still flick people.
Yeah.
Lawrence did.
Yeah, so you all can immediately see. It's kind of hard to see because it's in the dark, but those of you that have any sort of dark vision can tell. Place is pretty dilapidated. A lot of the graves are barely marked or even unmarked and overgrown. Things are falling apart. Again, just filled with unmarked graves, and there's this really massive burial mound that covers like a good chunk of this entire section, and it's just a huge burial mound as a big. Folks there, so they just tossed him in and made that as a memorial to the unknown. It takes up a good chunk of the hill that this is built on.
Mhm. I guess we'll just continue walking through, doing a shortcut.
All right. I'm going to get perception checks from the party. Is it Darth Vader?
That's what I heard.
I don't see shit.
I just want to get advantage, cheater.
It was a misclick.
Lies and slander.
I can see through my eyeballs.
Can Libra give me advantage on that, or is that like am I kind of reaching for bullshit here?
Reaching for bullshit, nigga.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Technically, yes. It could technically
familiar.
it could give you aid. So yeah.
And Puck is not happy.
Nope.
Puck gets to ride the dragon.
Proxy.
Poor Puck.
Look, he's He's always my buddy, but look, if I need an eye somewhere else, I'll use him. Wait, no, he's not familiar. Shit. Never mind then.
So you never made him your friend? Wow.
What?
Wow, Asher. Wow.
I don't have the ability to do this. I didn't have the ability to do this. I'm a fucking artificer. I don't even think I get find familiar.
So you couldn't find a scroll? It's like 100 gold.
So, Asher, you see some of this. Aaron, you notice very well that some of these unmarked graves, in the way as you kind of move more and more toward where you're going, some of them have been recently disturbed. You see more and more, and Aaron, you especially notice that you pass a mausoleum, this big mausoleum on your way, and you're kind of nearing the edge of the bigger wall there to where you're headed, and you can see that large mausoleum. There's a Luna. You can see this as well with that roll. So both Luna and Aaron notice that not only are these disturbed graves a thing, and it seems like there may be a few creatures of some sort lurking in the darkness. This place is strangely entirely unguarded, but also there are a couple of short, stocky figures that seem to be working away at the door to this mausoleum. They're about 100 feet away from you at the moment.
Interesting. Really, this big group.
Okay, so there's necromancers here. I say we just continue going. It's whatever.
Or it's dwarves.
Wait, what?
I mean, what?
George Donkey folks over there.
Dwarves?
Working on the mausoleum. Well, someone's working on the mausoleum.
Yeah, it looks like they're working at the lock, maybe.
Do I see the figures now since they pointed them out?
Yeah, since they've been pointed out, you can.
I didn't point
Assuming that you can see out to 100 feet in darkness somehow.
I can. Thank you,
yes,
Libra.
You can see them then.
Keep making Puck feel inadequate. That's going to work for you.
You don't know what Puck sees. He's probably just not.
Well,
This is where Puck reveals that he's actually a level 20 warlock of the Winter Queen. And
motherfucker. Puck, I'm sorry.
I don't think you are.
but yeah, you see them.
I'm sorry,
they're hunched over.
bitch.
I would say they're hunched over, but they don't actually have to be hunched over to work at the lock. They're between 3 and 4 feet tall.
Is there mist or anything?
Is there mist?
Like, is it like dark or misty or anything? So
Yes.
I'm going.
There's a strange kind of low fog moving through the area.
I'm going to just disappear into the mist and move closer to them to see who they are and what they're doing.
All right. Are you using the wood elf?
Yep.
Make a stealth check with advantage. I'll just go ahead and give that to you. So.
That's just 17. I rolled pretty low.
Okay, let me. One of them say, "You're fine," and then as you get close, one of them turns to keep a lookout, and he seems to kind of spot you. And he draws back a little bit and reaches for a short sword, though he doesn't draw it. He just places his hand on it and looks around. You hear the other one mutters something in Dwarvish.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
They.
How is he speaking Spanish in the Forgotten Realms?
Don't worry about it.
What are these made-up languages?
Little did you know, Aaron has been studying necromancy on the side, and all of his verbal components for his necromancy spells are just in Spanish.
Spanish.
The Mexican necromancy.
But yeah, one of them reaches for a short sword, then he warns his buddy, and he turns.
That could actually be a pretty cool boss.
they of course look very dodgy. They kind of look the other side.
So I kind of just since I see him kind of step through the mist, and just like full on old man mode, hunchback. What are you young gentlemen doing here?
They look at each other, and then the one that had his hand on his short sword kind of turns, and he keeps his hand on his short sword, but he stands up straight and clears his throat and says, "Oh, just guard duty. Make sure no one guard duty. Make sure no one defaces the tomb of betrayers. You know."
Why are you working on that lock there?
So there's been some damage lately. Some grave robbers.
Do I even need to insight them?
You can insight.
They're lying out their ass, aren't they? Do I? Like I said, but do I need to?
Go. Just go for it.
Oh God, Aaron's not good at insight.
Motherfucker, you got a 10 in insight.
Yeah, he's not as good as his perception. Duh.
So I gave him disadvantage because of how dodgy they were being, but his original roll was a nat 20, so it's probably a good thing that he had that. But yeah, his actual delivery there is pretty convincing. But considering the fact that they were just acting super sketchy, and his buddy is currently looking like a thief that just got caught red-handed, you're pretty sure that these dudes are lying.
How about we tell each other what we're really doing here? Or I could scream for the gods.
Are your ears visible?
I'm visible, yeah. I walked down the mist since he saw me.
Okay, are your ears?
Are my ears?
Past your hair?
I mean, I have a bunch of hair, so no.
They stare at you, trying to figure out what you are, and they say,
start doing that old man shake.
Yeah, you first, old man. You one of them necromancers, are you?
I kind of look at myself. No.
What else would you be doing here?
Oh, looking out for robbers. Found some.
He narrows his eyes and says, "And what is it that you plan to do when you find them?"
Ask them what they're doing. I just like full on use all my movement to be like right next to the two of them, looking at like just like in a blink, just right there, just inspecting the door. So what's so special about this one?
Make an intimidation check.
Can I possibly get a little closer?
Actually, make it with advantage.
10.
So the guy that had his hand on the sword, he looks a little taken aback, but he holds his ground. His buddy that was already acting dodgy full on scampers and falls back. And as he falls back, you can as he falls back, you
can I get a little
they're wearing all black, and his hood lowers, kind of pulls away from his face, and you see that his buddy's actually a goblin.
Huh. Not what I was expecting.
And what were you saying there, Handy? Sorry.
Can I was I able to get a little closer there? Or can I?
Yeah, the party could presumably move a little closer now. I would say you all could get within, like, you could get up to from 100 feet to 60 feet away before you would have to make a stealth check now.
Can I get closer than that then?
With a stealth check, yeah.
I have an idea. This is too good to pass up, and I would like the other person who is also invisible with me to build on this.
All right.
Lawrence.
Is this going to be like SpongeBob and Patrick?
If you want to go that way.
But they don't seem to notice you, Asher.
Borky.
Right, cool.
Wow. Okay, I've been watching way too much.
About how
Yeah,
close do you think I can get with that with a 23? Like
15 feet.
15? Okay, I'm just gonna push 15 feet away.
Fang would like to
and-
get about 10 feet away from these people.
All right, make a stealth check. Lawrence will do the same.
Clink, 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 clink. Oh.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
you both get up right with the invisibility. You're able to get right up on them, and they answer your question, Aaron. They say, "Just an old mausoleum. They built it a while back to house the bodies of traitors. You know,
Who dares disturb my slumber?
And about that time, the goblin starts yelling in Dwarvish, and the dwarf starts yelling in Goblin, and then they get confused, and then they switch languages on each other. And then finally, the one turns around and draws a short sword and aims at nothing in particular, wherever the voice came from, and says,
Do I even have to
"You
roll
are
for
here
intimidate?
You summoning ghost, are you? I've slain."
Oh wait! Before you keep doing this, I would like to use disguise self. Disguise myself as like a generic creepy like like little girl or something. Be like,
Like from
turn back from the witch you came.
They turn and look at you now, and he backs up, and he
Can I get
pulls
an
up.
intimidation roll with that?
Yeah, go for it. You can all roll intimidation, all
Thank
with
you.
advantage. And he grabs that. You can see that the dwarf grabs the goblin by the scruff, by his collar, and yanks him
Natural
up onto his
20.
feet.
Hell yeah!
Let me see.
It's a 25.
Oh man, this is the Halloween special right here, guys.
That dude got a 23 to resist that, and is still spooked by Fang in particular. So they're both petrified right now, basically. But the dwarf can move enough to grab the goblin by the collar of his neck, or his clothing, and which does not fit him at all, by the way. Yank him up to his feet and say, "This might be it for us, Scab. They be summoning all sorts of debtors."
I'm. Oh, what?
Should have brought that priest with us.
Priest, you say?
And you see the dwarf clutches. Let me see. You can see that the dwarf clutches what looks like some kind of.
Am I lagging? I can't hear anyone.
It's hanging around his neck, and he holds it up and says, "No, I can hear you fine, so it might be on your end. I don't know." But he clutches this holy symbol. It looks like an anvil on fire, and it's made out of silver. Then holds it up and says, "Moradin take ye all if you touch me or him."
Your puny souls are not strong enough to resist my hunger.
I'm just like cleaning out my ear.
Retreat now.
He backs against the wall of the tomb and then says,
I'd like to summon like an Eldritch horror-y version of my my turret cannon. Just to and make it kind of look like another monster or something like that.
Solution?
You do, and finally they're fully backed against the mausoleum wall, and the dwarf turns to talk to his goblin buddy, and by this point the goblin is he's out. He's passed out entirely. He's fainted. And, then the dwarf turns to the rest of you and says, "All we wanted was a bit of gold. It's just..."
I get my box.
Don't take us. We'll be going. What are you trying to do? And what was that handy?
I get my box. They're going in the box.
And Luna, what do you do with a
I
second hand?
step in front of them.
I want the holy symbol.
He goes to hold his holy symbol up, and it's gone. As long as it's swiped.
Why?
He looks down and looks up and says, "Not the box, please. Anything but the box."
If Aaron goes after me, my turret will shoot him.
That's a mistake.
Return
So what's the
all
check?
you have.
What's the check for the box?
I step in front of the dwarf and the passed out goblin. You two should probably run along now.
He nods and grabs the goblin around the shoulders and starts to retreat. I guess it would be just straight athletics, so you'd have to grapple him, Andy, and then pull him into the box. It would be basically a grapple.
That's essentially why I stepped in front of him and the...
Yeah.
I just slapped his hand away.
Ow! I mean, ow!
Yeah,
They leave all their gear, like their thieves' tools and everything, and just leave it and book it.
So we can just carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had my
So
fun.
now, it seems the commotion has stirred up some of the other creatures that might be in there, as you all can see in the distance, kind of
You
lingering
fucking
figures
idiots.
in the mist, lumbering towards you very
Well,
slowly.
why are we waiting around here?
Just
Let's
look
get the
at them.
fuck out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's like move it.
Why?
Okay,
I have
I'll-
a situation
wait, I'll
in
pick the
hand, you
lock.
fucking idiots.
I can pick the lock and get us out of here.
You want to try to pick the lock?
Yeah,
Why would you pick the lock?
because that's the way out.
It's the mausoleum. It's not the way out.
Oh,
No, if
Shit.
you want to pick it, go for it.
nah, I'm
Please.
good.
Yeah,
That's not where we're going.
an actual ghost. Who dares?
Yep.
Uh,
I mean, for shits and
Yeah, let's just go.
yeah, let's go over the walls. We can get the fuck out of here again. Or through a
Pick
gate.
what
if
seems to be the
possible.
first of several locks, Luna.
And they wanted these people to stay locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it has more than one lock, there's probably something not good in there. Or really good.
Luna's words of wisdom. So, do you all head out then?
I am.
All right, yeah, you can go for this gate, and I mean, there is a guy on the other side of the gate, but watching it, but he's actually asleep at the moment. Whenever you approach, like he's standing, but you can tell under his kettle helm with the spear leaning against him that he's totally just sleeping while standing up against the wall.
My kind of guard.
I'm just gonna jump over the fence, keep moving.
Right.
Asher thinks about putting him in the box, but decides against it.
I won't even bother for checks against this. It's to give you an idea. He has a 4 on perception, so you're
I don't
able
know.
to get
Lawrence
past.
has rolled,
That's true,
more
but he
than
also
one 4
technically
tonight.
has a straight roll. I mean, we could try. We'll see if Lawrence wakes him up. But
Clank, 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 clank. Huh?
Close.
so Lawrence does clank by, and the guard turns and says, "All right, quit that hammering." And then he turns back around, sleep talking, and you are able to get past. Though at about this time, your invisibility runs out.
But where are we on the map now? Right here-ish? Okay, I see.
Yep. You are now in the Protector's Enclave.
Not bad, not bad. Shit, I guess I'm still disguised as a scary horror little girl, so I'll
Mhm.
just drop the disguise and be shitty cross-dresser Asher.
Asher.
Alright.
Oh no, I'm exposed.
Well, here's the thing. Like, this character is somewhat based off my little brother, so it's really more.
Oh, is that why he's a
Brother's a
complete
crossdresser?
asshole?
Yes. Yeah,
So what you're saying is your brother's a
Did
dick.
you just out your brother as a cross-dresser?
No. No, it's literally my little brother and little sister. They're like so close in age and look so much alike that I have mistaken them to be like one
So
another.
you're just not observant, is what you're saying.
Yeah, pretty much, and I just made that into a joke.
And in this episode, we find out that alongside probably myself, Handy is possibly legally blind.
You're
But
legally
no, seriously.
blind?
Like, seriously, if they're both wearing the same
My eyes are
fucking
really
hoodie.
bad, but I'm not legally blind.
Yeah. I can see fine, I just don't pay attention to shit.
You're high all the time.
I wish.
But yeah, you're now in the.
Oh, this is who's defending us, ladies and gentlemen. This is who's defending us.
Yep. But yeah, you're in the Protector's Enclave now, and the streets are more guarded than the rest of the areas, that's for sure. But it's also a terrible hour of the morning, and so security is as light as it's ever going to be.
Sweet. Let's go bag that man.
I get my mask ready.
Oh wow, so this is how bad I am at noticing things. I just realized Roll20 updated the character sheets.
Yeah.
I noticed that, like, literally, I'm like, oh, what the hell is this shit?
I
Yeah,
was trying to find Lawrence's carrying capacity, and I was like, what?
Like, mine's is like 55 pounds, and it's like 0.6999, and I'm like, what is with all these nines?
mine just says like
they moved the
10
coins.
That's what I was thinking too, Toki. 9. Where specifically are you headed then? So
Yeah, who are we looking for? Aaron just kind of goes, what are we looking for, and what are we doing here?
I explained this when we left. We're looking for.
Do you think I pay
Finnefield.
attention to you?
All right, cool. Then get arrested and get killed by the king. Sure, why not? So,
Yes, I'll be arrested. That's a joke.
no, you'll be killed. We're looking for Finnefield.
Joke's on you. Which one of us has a warranted poster?
I
At least
do.
I can disguise myself.
Don't need to if they don't know who I am.
Can I borrow your fake
You
mustache?
actually do probably have a wanted poster at this point, Aaron. But
I imagine it's like freaking Sanji from One Piece. It looks absolutely nothing like me.
Asher doesn't have a wanted poster, does he?
I'm pretty sure he
Dude,
does
you're a
now.
terrorist.
yeah, he did. What were you saying,
Yay.
Soren, about?
I was gonna go to where we were told to meet to find him.
Yeah, he it's understood that some of the nobles are staying around here in preparation for the meeting. So
Well, I'm dressed as that guy, right? So I'm gonna try to like ask for someone who's clearly a noble and be like, "Have you seen my father?" Or something like that.
Well, where specifically are you looking for a noble? Are you looking just because there's not many people on the street right now because it's so late? It's mostly just the odd guard on the street. Are you heading over to one of the areas specifically, or?
Just near the inn, I guess, or the meeting place where people live.
Yeah. So the meeting won't take place there, but there is a place called the Sleeping Dragon, which of course is
Just scry on the
There's
guy.
the
He's
sleeping
probably asleep
dragon.
right now.
there is the Sleeping Dragon Bridge and it is there's some inns and things nearby, and if you ask around there, you do run into someone. Make a deception check to pass yourself off as this guy.
Deception. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, my fucking thing. That should just be normal, I believe. Unless because I look like him, I get advantage.
Not changing. Get the hell out of here.
I'll say because the information you have, you'll get advantage, but yeah. In combination with you looking like him, but he glances around and then says, I thought you had a falling out.
We had a spat, yes. But urgent matters call.
But he told you if I ever see you again, I'm going to turn you over to the guards.
He says, I thought, were you invited?
I just need to speak with him. I'm not here to attend the meeting. Personal family business.
He looks around and then looks back at you and says, fine, but don't mention that I told you this. I've heard the situation is progressing quickly, and just be careful. Your political status may be in peril. Don't involve me. He is currently at the Old Fox, not far from here. He's booked a room there in hopes of having some seclusion.
Cool. Well, I'm assuming the guys aren't like right next to me when I'm having this conversation.
What do you mean? The guy you're talking to? Or?
No, like the rest of the group.
Us.
Presumably
we're far away from you.
Yeah.
I mean, I might, like, if you would told me to pretend to be both or something, I probably would have been there, but no. I'm just old manning. Just old man. Lost old man right now.
Yeah. So currently it's just you in the conversation, Soren.
Okay, well, I'll thank him for the information to go to the Old Fox Inn and tell him that we might see them later, depending on how the conversation goes.
He nods and then says, well, with any luck, I won't be around for much longer in the city. I think I need a break.
I think we all do.
He shuffles.
I would really love. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say, but before he left, I would say, like, I think we all need some change. And then I'll leave.
He darts his eyes to both ways and then moves away extra quick when you say that.
Okay. I just imagine that this is the time that the son decided to make up with his father and goes looking for him. Like, I need to find my father. I need to tell him I was wrong. But you already told me that. What?
What they twist?
But yeah, it's not very far. It's just you could get there within half an hour easily, just strolling to the city streets.
Do you want to? So, if we're going my plan, do you want to cast invisibility on Fang again, so he can shoulder check him into my mask? Well, no, I could just. Yeah, just.
I can only cast one person invisible at a time now. I ran out of higher level spell slots. Just letting y'all know.
I think we only need Fang to be invisible. Because I'm just using Fang's strength and my dimensional portal, just shove him in there and close the door.
All right then, cool. Fang's.
I mean, if that's the plan.
If everyone's cool with that, Fang's invisible.
Fang, wait, what? And she's just gone. He's just gone.
Yeah. Any objections to that? You could detain him or distract him or prison him or whatever else.
Yeah, I mean, we can just, keep him somewhere safe. Or we just keep him in the inn, just gagged.
Oh, we're kidnapping him.
Well, we just need him to not attend the meeting.
What better way than to lock him in a different dimension?
I thought we needed him not to attend the meeting because we were going to do something at the meeting.
Yeah.
No, the son is going to the meeting.
Yeah, what you were told is that if they both showed up because of the fact that the son is about to be exiled, then it would cause an issue. But it's only a rumor for the rest right now. And so if the father didn't show up, then the son could attend and pass himself off as the representative from his house.
That's slick, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying from my point of view, like if we put him in a dimension, then there's less chance of him calling for help, or because locking someone in an inn is easy for someone to lean out the window and shout help.
Yeah, a different dimension really solves a lot of problems.
Oh no! I've been
so why was
to
a whole
another dimension?
That return from a different dimension deck.
It doesn't have like a air limit, does it?
I don't think it does because it's just a room, so it doesn't say anything about losing air. Demiplane doesn't say anything about losing air. I'm going to check though, just to make sure. So can you just like, he's dead? I'm like, what?
Well, I suggest we all go to the inn and make sure this goes well.
The shower door, flat, solid surface. Door's large enough when open the level 30. Made of wool. The spell ends the door. Oh.
Let me double check and make sure I'm remembering the name here. I have many.
It doesn't say anything about air. It just says when the spell ends. I don't think the spell ends because it's just my mask doing it.
Does the spell say it has a time limit?
Oh yeah, it remains trapped. It remains trapped there, so I can literally use my mask and then shut it off, and he's just trapped in that dimension until I use my mask again. Right, Kenji?
As far as I understand, that's how it works. Yeah.
Yep.
Kenji, are you on my page? Because it keeps switching.
Sorry about that. Let me.
It keeps going to bio, and I'm like, what is happening?
I'm not in my bio.
So I'm trying to. I've been trying to test this for a while. Can you tell me? Do you see any change in your sheet now?
It just says Gear Freeze ends a picture of a butt.
I wonder. Why does it happen? I was trying to make sure that I had the right spelling for his name.
Because I don't know why there's not an invisible option for the DM to look through their sheets. It's just the DM looks at the sheet and it confuses the crap out of the player.
Yeah, because Soren keeps
there's a
notes on his sheet, so I get to double check
shit.
my spelling on there. So, but yeah, you can head over there pretty easily. It's kind of what you would consider an upper middle class inn. It's not very, very rich, but it's not super rich enough to draw a lot of attention, but it's also not ramshackle. It's a pretty nice place. So it's got, you guessed it, a picture of an old fox as the sign.
Yeah, I'm going to pretend to be the son's butler, so that explains why I'm there. Just open the door for Soren.
Wouldn't he know the son's butler?
Shit. What?
I mean, it's his dad. Wouldn't he
Did you
know
say
his servants?
Just be like a random guy in the bar.
Yeah, or I could just be a servant. He does. I guarantee you, nobles don't know all their servants. I guarantee it. He's about to be exiled, so it's up to you, though. You just want me to be a random guy in the bar? How does that explain me being in the room?
Yeah,
I don't think we're just kidding.
That's fine.
All right. Anybody else coming up with a cover story for when you go up, or are you all staying down, or what? Because as you walk in, you don't see many people sitting down there. So if he's there, you'll just have to kind of look around, trying to figure that out.
I mean, obviously the invisible people aren't coming with me.
Shit, what's my cover story?
Only one invisible person right now.
Yeah. My cover story. I just feel like a noble's granddaughter. No, I look like shit. Do I?
I'm a woman. Yeah. You got hit with the ugly stick a couple times, didn't you, lady?
Cool. I'll just be an ugly woman and hope nobody asks questions. Great.
They're gonna hit on. They're drunk people here, man. They're gonna hit on you.
Oh fuck. Well, we'll
I am so happy you went with this.
We will see what the fuck happens.
Can you remember what your sister's name is again, Asher?
My sister's name. Let me see. God damn it. It's in a Google Doc somewhere, I'm sure.
Good God. It's lost then.
No, it I swear, is if I could. Oop, found Asher Doran.
It's Asher Doran. You're the sister the entire time.
Lucille.
Okay, thanks. I just wanted to make sure.
Is her last name Obal?
Lucille Doran. Let's see.
Because, man, that would have been the best reveals. Like, Asher's actually the sister the entire time.
All right, so who all was going to head into and look around with him, and who all was just going to hang about?
I'm going to head in.
All right. Once you're inside, what do you all do? I'll tell you that you can see about half a dozen people spread out, and it's just kind of a calm, relaxed atmosphere right now. There's some people eating some late night meals, and snacks, and having some drinks, and it's just very calm. There's some quiet chatter. It's like a cozy midnight lounge with a fireplace and all.
The goal is just to get the guy into hiding here, right?
Less of hiding and more of getting him out of the way.
We're performing a kidnapping. Let's not sugarcoat it.
Well, sure.
How loud do you say that, Fang?
Hey, shut the hell up, Fang. So I'm waiting on Soren to do whatever the hell he's doing or find the guy.
Waiting on the man before you get any conversations.
I'm going up to talk to my daddy.
All right, you head up, and there are a couple stories of rooms.
Just knock on everyone. Daddy.
He just runs through
Daddy.
and knocks on him. Oh wait, no! You see Soren stand at the end of the hall and just press the digitation. Every door open, rapid fire. But
Are you my mommy?
There are a couple of hallways of different rooms and things. As you go higher up, there are like 2 stories, so there are some nice rooms on the first, or I guess technically second floor, and then above that there are a couple of suites.
I'm assuming he's in the suite.
That's a good guess.
Yeah, I go there.
All right, there are 2. Left or right?
Oh, God damn it.
Oh, God. The one option that doesn't help.
Oh.
Left.
Okay. Just trying to open the door.
I knock.
Make a perception check.
Oh my god.
It's a naked woman. What do you do? As a bard, what do you do?
Slowly pulls out flute.
Whoa, now. I don't know if that was meant to be sexual, but
No, just imagine him getting out the piccolo.
You don't get any response, but you hear some shuffling on the other side of the door.
Father? Father, is that you?
You hear the shuffling pause, and it slowly inches toward the door.
what opens is a kid in a gas mask, and he asks you, "Are you my mummy?"
It's I, Oros. Your son.
The door swings open, and you see, hey, it's me, Goku.
Or Oron.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the door creaks open just enough to see one staring at you through the crack of the door, and he says, what are you doing back
Cats in the
here?
cradle with the silver spoon.
Why are you here? I thought you were out of the city by now.
I had to come back. I had to meet with you. It's of vital importance, but I need to be in private with you. We can't talk in the hallway.
Do you understand what you've done? The position you've put us in is...
I only come back to benefit our house, to fix the situation.
Our house. It's just that line repeating over and over again.
But to everybody else, he's singing in his native language, so it just sounds like the Chinese Eggman song. You know, there's a way, hey, watch. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but please don't.
Pen, pineapple, apple, pen. What the fuck are you talking about, Aaron?
And he seems to believe you, and he opens the door to allow you specifically through.
Fang will try to sneak into the room.
I found this man as well. He knows the secrets to how we can get our blade back, our ancestral blade.
I bow politely.
He nods
And
Fang, there's enough room with the door open that you can shuffle in.
Fang just kicks the door off the hinges.
Shuffle,
baby!
shuffle. I'm doing the hammer.
But yeah, he lets the 2 of you in, and then closes and locks the door behind you. Fang, you can try and slip through before he.
Yes, I will attempt to do this.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh no.
Just straight dexterity.
Fuck!
Oh no.
So you all can, those of you that know Fang is there, you kind of notice that he's lagging behind a little bit, and you're not sure that he's going to be able to make it to the door.
I'm gonna slow down, just kind of like an old man. My knees are giving me troubles.
Hey, wait. Can I try to subtly cast enhance ability? Not with my invisibility, but like. Ah, shit. It's also.
If you cast it, if you cast it, it's gonna drop his.
Damn
Dude,
it.
you're not even there.
And yeah, damn it.
It's also a touch. Yeah, you would have to.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm gonna slow down so Fang can get in. Like I'm gonna pause the door.
Pause and start. What was that thing?
I mean, if he could see it, you could have flashed of genius it, but I don't think it would have helped.
It's actually not that bad of a check, but yeah, you kind of slow down and start old man hobbling in the air, and then he starts rushing you along. He's like,
I'm going.
And finally, Fang, you're able to get through, and then he slams the door and locks it. Make a stealth check, Fang.
All these dex abilities.
Why do you suck so bad?
He stares directly where Fang is standing.
Can I insight him to see if I've been made?
Go for it.
If he's staring at where Fang is standing, he's not staring at me. I'm slowly pulling out the mask. The mask on.
I think you've been made, Fang.
I put on the mask and go, Persona! No, I'm kidding.
So
He looks at you confusedly, Soren, and then to the...
This is all part of the plan, Father. You see, in order for our house...
Persona!
In order for our house to reclaim its glory, I need to take your place tonight at the meeting.
What?
I just bring up the doors to the demi-plane and just open it.
Are you mad?
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Let me work with him for a second. It's the only way. The other lords, I've spoken to them. They
think you a bitch.
Some of them agree. I think we could convince them.
Agree to what? Treason?
No. Unification. Combining the power of the lords with the god to just reclaim what is rightfully ours. Our ancestral weapons. It's part of our culture.
But it sound like the Mongols right now. What the fuck is going on?
Those blades are long gone by now. The king.
I have an inside source.
Who?
It is a high level member of the Purple Knights, as well as
I know those men.
Investigator who works in the magic investigation department.
Not to cut into your very elegant role playing, but do they actually have a name, or are we just calling them Purple Knights? I don't think I ever asked.
I don't think
Kenji ever gave them a name.
No, you all haven't learned any name.
So
Purple Knights has been the colloquial. I came up with that name because I got the art and I saw they were wearing purple armor. So
I love how I really love, because this is Neverwinter. It is 100% believable that the king and whoever was in charge did not give them a name, and they just called them the Purple Knights.
Yep. Hey, there are purple dragon knights. He looks at you, Soren, and says, "What is their name?"
Virginia.
Name?
Virginia Hurts.
Do I give up any information? I can't really. It's like
I'm waiting for a signal.
Yeah, I just bring the guy. This is going on.
Wait,
Aaron's not a patient man.
I got this.
Aaron
I got this.
There's no point, man.
I don't want to abduct his father. He's not going to work with us, I feel like.
No, I freaking bring up the goddamn dimension.
All right,
God damn it.
Let the suggestion go up first, but yeah, go ahead and let me see what he gets. Well, he got a natural 1 on his roll and got a total of 5 to his save. So
6. That might be close.
I would feel like, relax. The meeting's been postponed to tomorrow. You're going to a spa.
Going to meet the Earth King.
what? You can't be serious. I'm supposed to just relax in this situation. It could be the ruin of our house. And now you speak to me of treason.
Okay.
Okay, can Fang just knock this guy out with his sword?
No, I just bring like the whole like I'm full on. I have full on brought up the door and just go and just gesture to Fang.
So now the door's
Soren,
up
for
and
fuck's sake, you're burning so much shit that can be solved so much easier.
What do I see?
Nothing.
Kenji?
We're in a room.
Yeah, they're in a room that's been locked now.
Oh, well.
So the door comes up.
Yeah.
The suggestion fails because he doesn't deem it reasonable. Then the door comes up, and just as he expresses shock about the door, I will give you a chance to do modify memory because it's 1 action, and then after that, whatever Fang is going to do is.
I'll just like basically erase the last 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then he when he gets in, like as soon as he appears in the space, he'll just have no memory of how he got there. Like he was asleep.
All right. So you see you see Soren do something, cast modify memory, and then
Fang is gonna push him in the door.
Push him in the door, and then he's in.
Close the fucking door.
And then he's gone.
I just look at Soren. What the hell is wrong with you? You literally went off script.
I was trying to do it peacefully.
Another job well done, and I think I'm visible.
Do I notice anything in the lobby, Kenji?
Is that a door? And that's it.
Yeah, you notice. So you notice that all the random patrons they take off their shirts and they have badges underneath and they begin to go up. No, it's a sting off. But no, you notice the only thing you notice is that there's one guy wearing a cloak. He looks like he's kind of a bearded gentleman. Got a mustache. He's
Trust him.
Cloak, hood over his head, and he seems to be keeping an eye on you, Asher.
I want to insight that.
Is his name Strider?
I have
Exactly. I'm glad that's what you thought of. I was thinking of Strider whenever it's that kind of guy.
I have a +0 in insight, so let's see what the fuck happens.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
I don't know. He sounds like a cool guy.
Yeah, you have no idea. You can't really tell his intentions.
He's obviously checking me out because I'm really good at disguising myself. He must actually think these are real. What the fuck?
I'm gonna send a message to the real son. The real son to meet us in the end.
I just imagine it's the TFS abridged freaking Thunderhead thing where it's like, I've got a dick and I'm okay with this. What?
Yep. Okay. You send the message. What do you say?
Meet us at the inn. Your father won't be attending. We will go in his stead. Keep to our arrangement.
For everyone.
Only if he is safe, the response says, but I will do my job.
He is safe.
All right.
I just realized he has no memory
space, right?
Hey, at least you have him in the dimension door. If you need to make an entrance, if they're not paying attention to you, just enough summons the noble onto the table.
I just imagine this guy has no memory of how he got there. He is now in a shadowy room with a bunch of porcelain warriors and a construct dragon.
The real torture is you make the demi-plane the Skyrim intro.
Oh, God.
With the porcelain figures playing the NPCs.
Yeah.
Well, the last.
Yeah, I just want to point out there's porcelain warriors and a freaking construct dragon in there, and he has no memory of how he got there.
Yeah, Soren erased the last 10 minutes, so he was just chilling in his room, and now he's there.
Can that happen? Like, I don't know.
Can that happen? That's literally what just happened.
All right, then. It's canon. Cool.
Yeah, modify memory is super, super good. But yeah, other than that guy that just seems to be keeping an eye on you, Asher, there's not much going on. You don't hear anything of commotion, really. Like, you hear a little bit of bumping, but I mean, it just very well, it's not any louder than people walking around, and it's pretty soundproof, this place.
Well, okay.
Out the window.
Well, if this person's just eyeing me, then it's probably not bad. So it's probably more because I'm so great rather than.
In fact, what are you doing right now?
I'm just, I guess, sitting at a table.
That's a creepy question.
Like, I'm just I'm just sitting in the lobby, kind of waiting for the team to get back.
Are you alone?
I am alone.
No, is
well,
it,
Lawrence might be there, or Luna might be there.
Yeah, I'm asking if they're specifically with him or if they're somewhere else in the tavern. Like, is your immediate personal space just you, your table, your seating?
Pretty much.
Or is there someone else? Okay. He's gonna get up and make his way over.
Uh-oh. So remember when Asher failed at the male part of the dating sim?
Yeah.
Now
I
the
get
female
fail
part.
both parts.
He doesn't head directly over to you, but he heads toward the bar and it's in your direction, and you can see that
God, he's gonna roofie you.
He's obviously still.
Isn't it also like 5 a.m?
He's something like that, yeah.
It's 5
He's gonna roofie you, my dude.
Let's see what happens.
Do you do anything?
Libra, what do you think? Are you able to like tell intentions, or are you just purely analytical?
Bow chicka bow wow.
Humans are difficult to read.
I know, right?
He's a half human.
Yeah, I think I should just get up and get.
And about that time, he turns around and he sets a drink on the table. 2. Slides.
Did he roofie it?
No.
You don't know.
Can I roll perception?
Dang it. Okay, girl perception. No,
Asher, where'd you go last night? I don't know, but my butt hurts.
You could clearly see that he that everything was in plain sight with the innkeep and all.
I don't know. I'm not gonna trust that.
But he sets it down and then he squints at you and lowers his hood and says, "Didn't know you were still around, Lucille."
Oh shit. Yeah, well, you know.
God.
God.
Don't you think it's a bit early for booze?
Don't you think it's a bit late to be up?
Ooh.
I decided to have an early night. What are you doing up?
Can you make me a either deception or performance check, please?
This is amazing.
Deception. 15.
He squints at you and says, "Do I have the wrong person?"
Usually you would have kissed me by now.
I didn't think you'd be so calm after. Well, you don't seem the same. This may be mistaken.
No. You know, I just don't worry about, petty bullshit. after it's
You
done.
can see him twitch an eye, and he says, "Petty," through his teeth.
Yeah.
Is Luna eating popcorn? I feel like Luna would be eating popcorn right now.
I mean, seriously, why are you so mad right now? Come on.
Come on.
He leans back and says, and he leans back, he looks at you for a while, kind of focusing, trying to read you, it seems, and then he says, finally, or he
I can't
asks,
believe he's
rather,
falling for the 6 on a fucking charisma
asks-
check here.
Hang on. He asks you, he seems skeptical of it, definitely, and then he asks you, do you remember
I remember.
our mutual? Do you remember our mutual friend? What happened to him
I
last
remember.
time?
Don't let. I really want to do that. I wish this was me. I remember. How could I ever forget? It was the first time.
How could I forget? How could we forget?
And his name?
John Jacob Jingle Hammersmith.
I've never been good with names, you know?
Just keep digging that hole,
He
buddy.
leans forward and says, if you're not Lucille, then who are you?
I don't know. Maybe it's none of your goddamn business.
It is when you come in looking like someone that I know.
That you used to know.
I play the magic music box, actually.
But you didn't have to cut. No, screw it. That's the song that comes on. Somebody that you used to know.
Well, it is open to DM fuckery.
God
so.
damn it. Asher, did you blow this guy up at some point?
But you didn't have to cut me
Actually,
off.
Actually, how empty is the bar right now? Like,
There are about half a dozen people.
shit, I can't stealthily get
plus
away
the
with.
bartender. Yeah.
I can't stealthily put stuff in a box.
Can if you use
Also,
power word kill.
You can't use magic because it's been banned.
That's true.
Well,
He squints and says, where is she?
I don't know. Where is she? Where do you
Who is
think?
she?
Where was she supposed to be?
He leans
Where'd you
forward.
think she was gonna be?
He leans forward again and says, I don't know if you're some sort of changeling or someone who is trying some cheap parlor trick. But if you harmed her,
Definitely the latter.
but if you harmed her,
Buddy, I have
Ain't not problems when I picture ain't one.
trust me, I have no reason to harm her. I have more reason to, distrust you. So, how do you know her anyway? How do you know Lucille?
I'd be curious to hear your answer first.
Just say we share the same face.
Well, we look very similar at first glance, and I'm surprised you haven't noticed. I'm surprised it took you this long to notice, honestly.
I figured whenever I walked up. Let me make a check, actually.
Just
I'm her sister.
He looks at you and he suddenly gets a look of realization that crosses his face, and then he just laughs to himself.
21.
Yeah.
You're Lucille's uglier sister?
Please let
Jesus
that be his answer.
Christ, dude. Aren't you dressed up as a girl at this moment?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, that's why I was like, please let me like her uglier sister,
You must be that sibling.
Oh no.
the ugly one.
Oh, which sibling? The successful one?
Why don't you tell me?
Asher. Roll credits. Dun, 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 dun.
I love how upstairs the mission went off without a hitch, and down here is where we screwed up.
They come in like
We broke the cardinal
carry the
rule. We
gift,
left the
walks
artificer
in with the
alone.
pizza, and the room is on fire.
Well, you seem to be a very insightful fellow. I'll say that you're pretty
Thank you.
pretty much on the nose. Yeah. Now,
Are you hitting on
it's
me?
your turn. Oh, go fuck yourself. Now, how do you know my sister?
Why would you just? Okay.
Oh God. Okay, you can stop right there.
An old business acquaintance.
How do you know my sister? Well, let me tell you.
Oh God.
Takes off mask.
We met on a midsummer day.
Shut the. Stop with the iambic pentameter, you fucking Shakespearean poet.
You want to try that again?
Yeah, he says.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't.
He just mentions that he's an old business partner. He says.
Oh yeah, I heard that she was doing some delivery runs.
Well, people hear lots of things, and with that, he begins to stand whenever you mention that.
I'm terrible at these social situations.
I wouldn't listen too much to those. And he scoops up his drink and turns.
Just.
Well, cover's been blown. Got to get him with a box later on. I say to myself. Or I guess I say to my mind towards Libra.
He pulls up his, as he says, yes, it would be wise to beware of that one. He puts his hood over his face, throws a couple of coins to the innkeeper, and disappears through the door.
I plowed your sister like a cornfield.
I was just waiting for Kenji to just drop us like, oh really? Because that's not what they do at all.
But yeah, and about that time is whenever the party is able to. The rest of the party returns downstairs.
Right, this is Kenji. They outlawed magic. They probably outlawed sex too.
They've outlawed everything. The only
We're in
rule
Footloose,
is
We
boys.
must fight for our right for sexy dragon cosplay.
Okay. I'm like Fang. Or actually, I'll just kind of.
the only law is that everything is illegal.
Fang.
Just the purge in
So
reverse.
we just stand.
It's
Is
the
that the joke?
Fang, I need your help, Fang. I'm trying to
the
get
only
his-
person next to you is Lawrence.
Yeah, well, it's about this time that you all can return downstairs after your mission.
Yeah, I really need your help with the box. I've noticed that there's definitely someone tailing us, and he's gonna report back to the king.
So you're lying?
Kenji, I have a question. Did me pushing that guy in the hole break the invisibility?
Yes, because it would have been
Goddamn.
counted as a shove.
That's what I thought.
So it said, Fang, go out the window.
Oh, that is a good idea.
How is that more suspicious
Go out the
than
window.
just standing in a room with no one can see me?
Because you had to leave the room at some point, you idiot.
No one saw me go in the room.
Yes.
Fang is
The
like,
innkeeper's
you know
probably like,
Fang's like, you know what? I'll make sure there's a cover story you guys go on. Hops in the bed.
oh, for the love of, I'm going to flurry of blows him 10 feet out the window.
I
But
That
mean,
was
in all
Kenji, for
seriousness,
fuck's
though.
sake, dude.
Yeah. In all seriousness, though.
Huh?
Yeah, it was me. In all seriousness, though, there is a window, but it's about 2 or 3 stories up. So.
Oh.
So
I use my monk abilities to just knock him out the wall. He just pierces the other side of the wall. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I guess we're walking downstairs and fuck it.
Am I going to have to acrobatics and sneak down?
Yep.
I mean, I could just be one on the other side. I'll just hand the innkeeper a gold piece and just kind of be on my way, or far keep, whatever the fuck. Boop.
Yep. And so yeah, it would be acrobatics and stealth if you want to get down Fang.
Fang
Oh my
has
gosh.
the worst rolls
Just
of
a
any
falling
character that I've
star.
ever had.
Do I hear this?
You see this?
Oh,
Like he probably
God.
comes crashing through a table.
So what
Well, you hear-
appears is you see a blob of green while hearing DJ Jazzy Jeff get thrown out of the Fresh Prince house. Ah!
Oh my God.
Pretty much. Every head in the tavern turns toward where that crash was.
Oh my god! I just kind of sit off the side and go, "Oh my god, it's an orc!"
Oh shit! Are you okay, sir?
Slap her ass!
Do you go outside of the tavern where he's at?
Oh, he went out the window.
Oh, he went out the window. I
Yes,
so,
that's
right?
what I was doing.
Okay. Oh, windows. Never mind.
Then I just walk down the steps like nothing just happened.
Just playing it cool, huh?
Playing it old.
Yeah, some people start to go investigate or head toward the door. Or the
Fang
window, rather,
runs
not the door.
away.
Is he?
Chase it.
Question. Question. I need to answer this question answered before we move on. Is he laying on the ground like Peter Griffin?
Are you?
Depends on what you mean by Peter Griffin.
Ah!
No, not that one.
Oh, full on like when Family Guy whenever someone falls in Family Guy, their arm just like flails behind them,
Yes, we'll
just
do
like
go with
on their
that one.
back. Okay, that's all I needed. Excuse me. Session's pretty close to ending, right, Kenji?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go get something to eat. Fuck you guys. I did my job. I kidnapped someone.
All right. The question is, where do you want to stay for the night, though? Are you want to end the session and continue immediately, or are you want to rest? Or
But we technically have a room
That's
that
why
he
I
just
was
jumped
wondering
out.
why the hell you wanted to push me out a window.
It didn't though. The window was higher up. I'm like, oh well, we'll just stay in the room. Yeah, like I think we should stay in the room because there's no way they can say.
So can we retcon me falling on my ass?
nope.
Fang will then climb back into the open window.
Make an athletics check.
I just imagine that this is the best thing ever. The patients just look outside. There's an orc who just
It's a
fell on the
13
thing,
athletics.
gets
I
up
rolled
and
acrobatics
walks
by
back.
mistake.
Yeah, you get back into the window. Yeah, you make it back into the window. People go out to check, and they just look up at the window and look down and shake their head.
I leave Fu Manchu on, but I'm stroking the Fu Manchu thoughtfully.
13 bludgeoning damage.
Unless I'm given any signal or warning, I guess I'm just sitting here still.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Rest.
someone used sending. Oh, I guess we could have what's his name go down and get you. Fine, I'll do it. I'll get the party.
Did
y'all-
did what's his name respond to my message?
Are you talking about the son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, he had said he would do his duty so long as his father was safe, and then you told him that he was safe.
Gotcha.
I just realized something very
Can
scary.
we rest? Real quick, can we rest for 8 hours? Because I am tapped.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask as we wrap up the session. If the party wants to try to rest, or
Yeah.
We cleared a dungeon
And we've done
completed
ours, what we have
political
in the city.
kidnapping.
It wasn't a kidnapping.
By definition,
I banished
it
him
was.
to the Shadow Realm.
I'm pretty sure it was a kidnapping. Actually,
Look, it wasn't a kidnapping when Pegasus did it.
the action of abducting someone and holding them
Yes, it
captive.
was.
I
just
am
took
not
their
holding him
souls.
captive. He is free to move about in the Shadow Realm.
In criminal law, kidnapping is the unlawful transportation, asportation, and confinement of a person against their will.
Oh, but when Pegasus did it in Yu-Gi-Oh, it was fine.
No, it wasn't. It's
Really?
also
I don't remember
worse
him being
'cause it was
brought up
their
on charges.
soul.
Was he brought up on charges? I didn't think so.
He got his eye ripped out and was comatose for like the rest of the series. I think that's better.
That's because
than
Bakura is an
charges.
asshole. Yeah, but that had nothing to do with the kidnapping.
Didn't it though? Some people would
You
say
can
that's
tell
karma.
It didn't. It had more to do with the
You
eye.
can see if that holds up in court, buddy.
Anyway, I just
Are
realized
you
that
all want a long rest,
where he
or-
is right now. I say long rest.
Yeah, I need it.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Any particular century? You all just like taking turns on watch, or what?
I mean, do we have to? We have a locked door in a room belonging to the father of the guy who walked in.
Yeah, all we do is just prop Asher up and open his eye.
Yeah, that would work actually.
Okay, now you're making Puck feel real useless. Puck, you can take watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Puck is like he's perched up like a gargoyle above the door.
God, I really should invent the camera next. Also, the name for what? The camera.
Invent the Ring doorbell.
Yeah, I just realized I essentially banished him to the plane of weeping angels.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He is gonna be so hungry when we wake up. Is there any food in
You
that
all
plane of
settle in
existence?
and
Oh,
all
hey,
settle in.
He's gonna be
I don't think there
so
is any food. No.
traumatized.
hey, I'll give him. I'll throw down a ration and like a couple bottles of soda into the demiplane.
Just throw.
Yeah,
a
I'll
soda
open the
against
door
and
and just-
cracks him in the head. Just throw a soda and you hear him get knocked out by the soda. But no, he throws some stuff in, and you all settle in and prepare for a long rest.
So so I make sure that the porcelain warriors aren't assholes. Go, hey, no one hurts him. Scare the crap out of him. I don't care. No one hurts him.
Standing over his already beaten and bloodied body.
And that's
Ooh.
when they do the Skyrim intro.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, Lawrence.
But unless you get
We're
there's
long
some
resting. We're
points.
done.
Yeah, there's some points in the night where you there's some knocks on the door. Those people come to investigate about the whole window thing. It's about halfway through your rest.
Actually, wait, couldn't I have just Can I try to cast mending on the window? Nah, most of the glass would be on the ground.
Well, I don't think it's actually broken, but people saw that there was a thud and something fell out, and they looked up and saw the window, so they're coming to check out the room.
Okay. Never mind then.
About halfway through your rest, as the sun rises, one of the other workers at the inn comes banging on the door.
I open the door. Yes.
Is everything all right?
Yes. Why wouldn't it be?
Thought we saw something come crashing out of that window.
No. No one went crashing out of a window. That would be weird.
Make a deception check.
Fucking Soren, why aren't you doing this shit?
Fails. Hey, be quiet or you'll be crashing out of a window.
You opened the it's all your fault.
It's true. 5.
He squints and says, "Could I ask if
Can I?
the man who
I would rather
I
Soren do it.
Oh, fine.
I go, yes, give me a moment to fetch. I go, let me see if he's awake, and I close the door and go, Soren.
All right, so Asher, are you using disguise self as well?
Yes.
All right, so
What?
about that time, you go to disguise yourself, and then Soren, you're woken up by Aaron.
Soren, get up. The guys outside, they want to see the guy we put in. They want to see the guy who rented the room. I look at Asher and I just choke him out.
The guy standing at the door bangs again at the door again and says, "What was that? Is everything all right?"
No, everything's fine. Everything's fine, sir.
Yeah, so Asher can't say anything. Go, brushing my teeth. No. Brushing the tongue gets a little.
He starts to move at the handle, trying to open the door.
I'll come to the door. I'll come to the door.
All right. He looks at you and says, "Sir, seems you have a few guests. We noticed a disturbance around your window and wanted to make sure you were quite all right."
Oh, I'm fine. I just
You had any issues with security, robbers, burglars, or anything?
No, I was sleeping. I didn't hear anything outside.
Are you sure we could station someone outside your door if you're feeling unsafe?
Oh, I have personal guards with me. I'm always safe.
Make a deception check. I shouldn't even actually. What's your bonus to deception?
+10.
Okay, you can't fail. Never mind. He got a 9. He just nods and says, "Sorry to have disturbed you. We'll have breakfast prepared."
Can you bring up?
Oh?
Yeah, can you bring up some food and some wine for my guests as well?
Anything in
And
particular?
I'll just give them a house special.
He nods, and what do you give him?
I'll just, I don't know, I'll ask, and then I'll just give him like 10 gold. I don't know.
He blinks at the gold and nods, and after a few moments, hastily he returns with some pretty nice food, a few platters and trays on a little wheel thing, and then a few bottles of wine with some glasses. Pretty much enough for a small party.
Tap out, Asher. Tap out, Asher. Tap out.
And just as you all are struggling to see whether or not you can chuck each other out, you all see a bunch of food and wine arrive.
This is awkward. Snap Asher's neck. No, I'm kidding.
Just deflates.
This was the intruder. For one kill, Asher. This was the intruder.
Hey, we're not pressing charges. Just leave it. But yeah, you all get a lot of food and drink for the night, and then you're able to resume your long rest and get the benefits. And that's where we can end the session. You all get the benefits of a long rest. And what time are you all are you looking to immediately go after the 8 hours is up, or are you looking to spend any more time in the room before you?
Well, the guy, he was meeting us, right? He's going to meet us here, and then we're going to go.
Is that what you wanted to tell him?
Yeah, I told him to come to the specific inn. I mentioned the inn.
Right, did you give a time?
Oh, before the meeting starts.
Okay, yeah, he'll be there the following morning as you all wake up. He'll be downstairs. And it'll be shortly after you all wake up is whenever he'll come to the door, so we can resolve that next session, because it'll probably be lead into a longer meeting and all that. But
yeah,
he will be there. Yeah.
Cool.
Kenji, I can say
So,
without a doubt, you lied. There's no way there's only 2 sessions left.
Yeah, there is. There's the war and then the fight.
Each
I
of those is
said,
going to take
I
at
said
least
like
3.
2 to 4 sessions left, depending on your pace.
Technically, Mark, we don't need to be involved in the war. All we had to do is smash through the castle window, kill the king, go to the Feywild, and kill the queen.
You act like that's not going to be like 4 sessions. Or at least 2 at the very
Easy
least.
peasy.
That's why I said 2 to 4.
Easy peasy.
So depending on your pace, it'd probably be 2 to
also-
4 sessions because
We have to rescue Talvar and the Purple Knights.
We got rescue Talvar. Our
Talvar.
armies are at this point a day away from sieging the city.
yeah, you guys are in basically the Siege of Neverwinter section right now. So
We're level 15?
Yep.
Yes.
We've been level 15.
Oh,
have you been level?
Aaron
14?
has something that I apparently no. I'm level 15. I just was like making sure because if there's something that about Aaron's
you
character
forgot
sheet that I'm like,
ability.
wait, he has that. He's that level, then he has that. Aaron has action surge.
Oh, fuck, I duck.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, that's right. You took.
He's a fighter.
He loves a fighter, and I haven't played Aaron in so long. I was just looking like, okay, it says monk 9, barbarian 4, and fighter. I'm like, fighter. Why not take fighter and fire 2? Aaron has action surge.
Wait, you're a monk barbarian fighter? What the fuck, dude?
Interesting.
I am a warrior.
You're a warrior that's losing out on the best benefits of each class.
Doesn't matter because you can do the funny thing and hit many times.
Yep.
Exactly. What are you talking about? I'm losing out on things. I can hit so many times.
Plus, with that crazy new weapon, it's just like, yeah, it's insane.
Yeah. And so I'll probably shift the sheet around a bit because even though it's totally unbalanced, one of the things I want to do with the weapon is make a lot of the stuff non-attunement so that you guys can totally pass it around.
We can just throw it to each other.
Yeah. That's my intention with it.
So Kenji, does completing a political kidnapping and a dungeon qualify us for a level?
Please.
Unfortunately not.
What if we rescue Talvar and open the gates for the armies?
Why don't we see? Why don't we wait and see?
This is a
Yeah.
Again, it wasn't a kidnapping. We're returning him.
It was a
We're
kidnapping.
borrowing him without permission.
It was a kidnapping.
Returning him has no bearing whether or not it's a kidnapping.
Well, no, I mean, him keeping his word, it depends on his father's well-being. That's why I wanted to just convince his dad to, like, stay in his room for a full day.
Yeah, no, screw that.
Well, you have convinced him to stay in a room.
He had a
now.
plan. You tried to renege on the plan. He could have died.
See, Aaron has a bad definition of convince. So
Forcefully convince.
Yeah, there's no need to convince when he's in a place. Or not be barred